Hello, everybody. Welcome to stream. I am Tosh, or everyone, or whatever you want to call me. This is D&D The Lightbringer, the third episode, and we are joined by all of our lovely D&D campaign peeps. Take it away, Nate.
Alright, welcome back, everybody. Last time, after successfully completing your bank heist mission with the Toothy Grin, you came back, got some rest at an inn, and then collected your payment from Sid. While you were there, Varn returned and informed you all that the Cobalt Soul Reserve was attacked at the same time, and your group was blamed for both. You joined Varn in investigating and were met by two members of the Scourgers, Tyr and Fenrir. You proceeded to be defeated soundly and arrested by these two, and all shared a vision in which Vax'ildan, champion of the Raven Queen, warned you that you were tied to destiny and that things were going to get rough, but that you had help from beyond the Divine Gate. Upon awakening, you found yourself in individual cells where, when released, were brought into a combat testing room under the watchful eye of Trent Ickathon, someone that some of you, at least one of you, have history with. Upon completing the combat trial, Trent said that you did better than expected and subjected you all to another type of experiment, and that the stress of which knocked you all out, but gave you all a new source of power to draw from. And that's where we left off, is waking up right after that.
Are we still in the same room?
Yeah, you're all still in the same cell room.
So we're still in the same room. It look exactly the same.
So, as you wake up this next time, you notice this new source of energy inside of you. But the other thing you notice is that the southern doors are all open.
Oh.
Okay, first thing Darius does, pushes himself up all groggy, ugh. He looks around, and he goes to pick up his light hammer. That he threw at the spectator, but missed. He just goes to pick that up.
Was that in the testing room?
Yeah,
that door is not open. The other one is open.
The south door, right?
Are we not in the testing room anymore?
You're in your individual cells that led to the testing room, but if you recall, they had two doors, one on each side.
Yeah.
The testing room door is closed.
I thought we left the cells to fight that one thing.
Right.
We're back in.
Then you were blasted with energy from that weird dodecahedron, and you fell unconscious. And then as you wake up again, you find yourself back in that room.
Oh, okay.
Back in our cells.
Right, back in your cells, but the other door is open.
Okay.
I guess I don't pick up my light hammer. Go ahead.
I am going to peek my head out the door sneakily to see what I see.
Okay. On the other side, you see it's like a thin walkway that goes all around a square, like a big square room, but only that walkway around the edges of it. And there's many doors like yours on there.
So many, what I can assume to be other cells.
Right. And then if you turn your head left, down that way leads to a door out.
Okay.
What do you mean by out?
Down a further hallway that seems like it would be an exit. It doesn't look like a cell.
Okay.
Interesting.
I'm going to come out of the cell since I don't see anyone, and then I'm going to just say, "Hey, is anyone else awake?"
Darius walks out.
Oh, look out of my screen.
I hear he walks out.
To make a perception check.
I will make a perception check.
Anyone that wants to make a perception check.
I want to make one.
For
Okay.
looking out of the cell, or
21.
It's a general like looking around.
I got a 21.
so we all have to roll it?
If you want to.
I also got 21.
Okay. Well, a few of you notice it is eerily quiet.
Hmm.
Okay. I'm going to start knocking on some of the other doors to see if anyone or anything responds on the other side. All the doors that look like cells,
Around the entire square, or just like the side you're on?
just like on the way walking toward the exit,
Okay.
or what I perceive to be.
Okay. You knock on a few. Most of them don't have any response. One of them you knock in and there's like a frantic, audible, like barking. But most of them don't seem like they have.
Okay, definitely gonna avoid the barking door. So, yeah. So I guess then I'm gonna wait and see if anyone else in the party is going to walk out of the door at the end of the hallway first.
I'm just watching from my cell entryway.
Akiri's just fidgeting because she doesn't really know what to do, and she doesn't like the lull of the whole like place.
Is there? I don't suppose there's any. Basically, it's just a room with other cells, but there's not like a another kind of like the glass sort of area that was in the other room. Where in this one?
No, you can gather based on your experience from last time that they're on the other side of the cells. Like all of the cells are two-way, so that they can lead in directly into the testing chambers.
Okay. Then Darius, he just kind of looks around to Khalil. He's like, "Well, now what?" Anything, I'd like to find the one who put us here.
I'm going to say, well, that door at the end of the hallway looks like it might be promising. Why don't you lead us through it? See if you can find anything.
Yeah, Darius, please do it. Come on.
Darius is like, just give an audible sign. He's like, "All right, fine," and he'll approach the door.
Okay.
How far away is this door? Like how many feet or whatever?
Like 40 from your cell.
I'm gonna hang back and just kind of try to see if I can see what's in the cell that was barking.
There are no windows in. Like the doors are solid.
Oh.
So you'd have to open it too.
Well, I guess I won't do that.
Yeah, because I'm not opening that door. That's for damn sure.
You want to open it?
No, I don't.
All right.
Darius
Well,
is walking to the one that is an exit.
you approach the door that you feel like is an exit. Do you go through?
Sure. It's open, right?
Yeah. You try it and it is unlocked.
I'm gonna tail him by like 10 feet.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Are any of the other doors open besides the cells that we were in?
A couple are, but most of them are empty. Or all of the other open ones are empty.
Okay. Empty as in they don't have people, or empty as in there's no loot or anything?
They don't have people. A couple have bodies.
What?
Can I examine one of the bodies?
Yeah. Go for it. Roll an investigation check for it.
Okay, 12 plus 1, so 13.
Okay. The body. First thing you notice is it does not look like a normal human or humanoid race. There's some heavy mutations on this thing. Um, besides that, it's just wearing like cloth prisoners' robes, but it's a lot more bestial in the features. It looks like it used to be a humanoid, but there's obvious changes.
Can I tell if the changes happened through magic?
Roll Arcana.
17.
Yeah, you are getting. You can tell like some of it is more like natural lycanthropy or some other type of were creature, and then it's been altered with magic.
Okay.
Oh.
Anything I can steal off the body?
No, these bodies were kept very sparse.
Okay. I go back to join the others.
Okay. And Darius, you said you tried the door?
Yeah, I'm opening the door.
Okay. So when you open the door, it leads to a horizontal hallway. And the hallway is just covered in blood.
Yeah.
And there's a few more dead bodies. And it's leading in both directions. If you look left, relatively close, there's a very large door. And if you look right, it's much further down the hallway, but the blood trail seems to lead that way. There is a sign on the door to your left if you want to go investigate.
Can I do an Arcana check on the blood to see if it's an illusion?
Yeah, go ahead and roll Arcana.
What does the
19.
sign say?
The blood is real.
Oh.
And if you're gonna go read the sign.
Yeah, I'm going to read the sign.
Okay, it reads Zalikas.
Okay, hold on. Wait, one second. Sorry, 1 second.
Is that like a specific word or in a language that?
It's an. Well, anyone wants to roll history or religion. Beckway, you do recognize this word from the notes you took from the bank.
Okay, I'm gonna roll religion because it doesn't matter.
Roll history or religion?
Yeah, I did history. I got 19.
I rolled 12.
See, I don't think it matters. Oh no, actually, okay, never mind. I'll roll religion. Well, that's an 8.
Okay, Akiri,
Mm-hmm.
you have heard of this just in tales
Okay.
of because you live near the Savalier Wood.
Right.
There are tales close to that area of a wounded Solar patrolling and helping out travelers who are in danger.
How do you spell Zalakast?
Xalikas.
A-S-T. Oh no. Oh, cast, not cat.
Wait, XALI.
CAS. So essentially,
Does ring a
Akiri,
bell to
you've heard
anyone?
of, Akiri, you've heard of like tales of this before, but not a lot of detail.
Can I try to remember what that word meant from the document that I stole?
Yeah, you can remember. You read it to your recollection not that long ago.
Okay, but I just remember hearing the word, but I don't remember actually like knowing what it meant.
Yeah, I'll in the notes you found, you read that Zalikas was Trent's prize subject.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, I didn't have my notes pulled up from last week.
No worries. And so this door has a sign that says Zalikas on the side.
Okay. Is there any other way I can go?
Yeah, the blood trail is leading in the other direction.
Oh, so is there a door by the sign? Are there two ways to go?
Yeah, the sign is outside of it. It's like labeling this door as
okay.
the room for that.
And is the blood trail coming from the Zalikas room, or is it coming from the cells we were just in?
Make a survival check real fast. Anyone?
anyone.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
Ooh.
I rolled a 12.
Hang on one second.
Oh,
Oh,
my God.
16.
A 1, not that.
12.
Okay. Akiri, again, having grown up close to a woodland area and having to do some tracking yourself, you realize that the blood leads from the right, the far room, the far away part, leads to the Zalikest room and then back out again.
Oh.
Ugh.
Like someone came to that room and then did what they needed to do in there and then left again.
Carrie is just disgusted.
Yeah, the hallway right now is pretty gruesome.
Oh.
I'm gonna try to so I didn't notice that pattern at all, right? Of like going in the room and then leaving out.
No, it was just Akiri.
Okay. Well, I am going to see about is there a door on the other side of the hallway, or is it just a blood trail that leads down to a different hallway?
There are a number of doors on the sides of the hallway, and then the blood trail is leading to a door on the far end.
I'm gonna try. Like, is there a label on that door as well? Can I investigate that?
You're gonna walk to the other end of the.
Yeah,
that,
just to.
That door does not have a label.
Okay, I'm gonna go back to the other side of the hallway and see about going through the door that's labeled.
Okay.
Darius was going to do the same.
If you try that door, it is unlocked.
It's unlocked? Okay.
Yeah.
Cool.
Can I tell how fresh or not fresh the blood is?
That would be another survival check. Survival is basically like tracking and woodland skills.
2.
You have no idea.
I rolled a 19.
Can I ask Akiri how fresh the blood is?
I rolled a 19.
It's pretty recent.
Okay.
Ew,
Some of it's
okay.
sticking to your.
Yeah, like Akiri's just gagging to you, Beckway. She's like, I don't want to know.
As two of us, Khalil and Darius, walk to the door, Darius is gonna like place his hand on Khalil's shoulder and like step in front of him. He's gonna turn to him. He's gonna be like, "Go first, on guard."
And I'll just be like, fine. I guess it's only fair, seeing as you came to this massacre first.
All right, Darius is gonna. Sorry,
I'm gonna tell them that I don't want them to go to the door. I'm gonna try to change their mind and see if we want to go to the other door.
And what exactly is your reason for that? Do you know what this word means?
I don't
you have
want
to actually do that.
Wait, what?
You have to actually convince them in real life.
I've seen a lot of shit happen in this place, and I'm pretty sure that whatever's behind that door is something that we do not want to go up against.
So you've been here
investigate
before.
the door besides just going through it. I will remind you.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Okay.
Upon her
Roll
warning,
investigation.
I will do that.
Roll investigation.
23.
Okay. You can see by the handle that it's been forced open, and if when you like lay your ear against the door, you don't hear anything. There's no sign of life from inside.
Oh shit.
I want to knock on it to see if anything responds to my knocking.
Okay. You knock. You wait a few moments. Nothing.
Okay. And then I'm going to ask Beckway, since you've been here before, what exactly do you think is on the other side of this door?
I mean, whatever it is, it did this blood trail, right?
I don't know that.
Well, for all we know, something else could have come in from the other direction to cause this massacre.
I
You would get a
mean,
clue, Khalil, just based on your last investigation check, that the door was forced open from this side.
From the inside. Okay.
No. It was forced open from the hallway you're in, going into this room.
Okay. From that, I'm going to assume, because the door was forced open from the outside, that whatever forced it open, because I don't hear anything from the other side, is no longer there. So why don't I just go ahead and I'm just gonna take a little peek, and I'm just gonna open.
Reasoning to me.
I'm gonna open the door.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright, I'm just gonna urge you two to use the utmost caution.
All right, I'm gonna try to be
Darius can-
I'm gonna try to be stealthy
One at a
about
time,
it.
please.
Sorry, I'm gonna try to be stealthy about it.
Okay, roll stealth.
All right. 17.
Okay. You feel that you're being stealthy.
Cool.
So when you open the door, the sight you are greeted with is what looks very obviously like a testing room, a small one, like kind of like a doctor room. It looks ransacked, but what grabs your attention first is there is an operating table, and on it is a immolated, charred skeleton, blackened bones, but then the arms and legs are strapped to this table, and the skeleton has wings. There are wing bones as well.
And forward it, and then I'm going to look over to Beckway and be like, "So is this what you were afraid of this whole time?"
I don't think that's what I'm afraid of.
And
What exactly are you afraid of?
from there, I kind of want to investigate.
Whoever did that to that thing.
Okay, I'm gonna try to investigate the room to see if there's anything of note that is important.
Okay.
That might seem important.
Like it looks like drawers and shelves have been like knocked on the floor, and there are papers scattered around.
Okay.
As he does that, Darius is just gonna yell out, "Oh, anybody home?"
I rolled a 20.
Okay.
I get mad at Darius for doing that, especially after he stabbed me the last battle, and I'm gonna say, could you be a little more cautious, please? Or I take back the please. I just like tell him to be more cautious.
Well, I figure the best way to handle it is to draw it out. And we know what we're dealing with.
You
Why, so you can get confused and stab me again?
Hey, a defense. Very easy to confuse you with that thing.
I don't know. I kind of agree with Becca at this point, Darius. I kind of don't want to know what's going to happen if something just bolts out of the sky again or something like that. So let's chill and back away from this place. I think this is not worth it.
Khalil, your investigation, you find 4 papers off the ground that look like scientific reports.
Scientific reports. I mean, can I understand them?
Yeah, they're in common. They're not.
Okay. What do they say? I want to read them.
They each have.
Can I like look over his shoulder and also try to read them?
Yeah.
Sure.
Do you want to read them out loud, Khalil?
Yes, I
Okay.
will do that.
I'll just give you the order because I have dates on here, but they're in the calendar for this that you guys aren't entirely familiar with. So the first, the furthest back report. So what would be the first chronologically? 20 Misuthar, which is a month. 8:30 PD. We have found a wonderful specimen today. The subject is comatose and severely wounded, but our initial findings lead us to believe the subject is celestial in nature. We believe this to be the rumored Zalakas, and have named the project as such. The second report, 3 Dulahay, 8:30. So it's like 2 months later. We have successfully identified the blade Zalakas carried with her. Made from an alloy not found on this plane, the blade is impossibly sharp and will never grow dull. Its most fascinating property is much more than that. Any life taken by this blade cannot be resurrected through traditional means. This requires more study.
Ooh. That's very interesting. I want to keep reading.
There's 2 more reports.
Okay, I want to read those last 2 reports.
This one is the next year, 11 Quen Pilar 831. So this is like a year and a half later. I've begun to use samples from Zalakas in my Scourger program. I've started the growth of a clone based on the genetic material of Zalakas and a current terminally ill Scourger. Hold on. The new life form has been dubbed Balder. And then the last one is a little over 2 years later. Balder has surpassed all expectations. His power has quickly made him my most valuable Scourger. Pointed in the right directions, he will become a most wondrous tool. And then, so it's a couple pages, but the rest, there's like a large unreadable burned section.
Mm-hmm.
So the next part you can read is, I'm not yet certain what the source of these dreams could be, but they have led me to some truly valuable arcane secrets.
Are these signed by Trent, or is there any signature?
Yeah, they are signed, and they sound like they're from the perspective of Trent.
Oh.
So,
Do I still have the documents on my person?
Yeah.
And Khalil read
I
all the.
decided to take them out and share them with the party.
Okay. I don't remember if you all heard that before. I believe you did. Did you want me to go over them again?
Yes,
yeah, one
please.
more
One
time,
for
please.
way of sharing.
Yeah.
Okay. So in the bank vault, she found a number of documents from the perspective of an assistant to Trent, cataloging some of the experiments that were being done here. So she found one that said he's very proud of his Scourger program and has a number of different experiments under it that he gives names. One of them was a lycanthropy experiment. One of them, there's one where he talks about the twins, which is it's marked as a Shadowfell experiment. And then the last one talks about Trent's pride and joy subject, Zalakas, and the Scourger Balder.
Do the twins part, does that resonate with me?
Yeah, you can infer that that's referring to.
Okay.
Didn't we face somebody by the name of Balder before we were taken here?
No, you did not. The 2 that you fought were Fenrir and Tyr.
Okay, sorry. I'm getting my Norse gods mixed up.
Yeah. But you're sensing a theme by the names.
Yeah, absolutely.
So does it say anything else about the twins, or it just mentions the twins?
It mentions that they were experimented by being exposed to the energies of the Shadowfell.
Do I know what the Shadowfell is?
Anyone can roll a history or religion check.
Rolling
I'm gonna
religion.
do that.
Rolling
I'm gonna do
history.
Okay.
12.
16.
7.
Natural 1.
Right.
Jeez.
So Khalil has heard of it,
Yes.
and Akiri has heard like it mentioned, but you didn't really care.
Okay, fair. Sounds like me.
But it is it's a plane. It's a plane. There are 2 planes on the other side of this one that you're on, the material plane, that mirror the material plane. One is the Feywild, which is like it's like if you took this plane and then turned the saturation all the way up. That's the Feywild. Okay. The Shadowfell is if you did that and you turned it all the way off.
Oh.
Is there any light there at all?
Yeah, everything is like black and white, and it's kind of like super cloudy. But that is also the plane that the Raven Queen resides on, and there are various other like side dimensions within the Shadowfell. that have other like figures of gods and religions. Like Vecna has a home there. Raven Queen. There's a pocket dimension with called.
So they talk about exposing individuals to energy from this plane,
Yes, the twins.
the twins, and I'm gonna read that and I'm gonna say, exposing individuals to an energy from the alternate plane. Speaking of which, ever since that weird thing came down and knocked us all out, has anyone else felt a little bit strange? Like there's a foreign energy residing in them? Or is
Something.
that just me?
I felt
would
it too.
guess that Trent did something while we were unconscious.
I felt it too. Did anyone else get a weird dream like sequence?
That was before that.
Oh yeah. But still.
I mean, yeah, before that.
Yeah. I meshed the two together in my head because it was just so dreamlike the entire time. I thought I
I'm
was
gonna
drunk.
Sorry, go ahead.
Oh no, I just thought I was drunk and then I realized I hadn't drunk anything. So.
Okay.
Well, in
I'm
any
gonna
case, telecast. Presumably, it's here somewhere.
Wait, what is here?
The thing on the wall, the sign, telecast, whatever the hell it is. Presumably, it's got to be holed up here somewhere.
I'm going to like.
Who wants to make an intelligence check?
Sure. Not good. So I'm going to like close my eyes and try to focus on the energy that's like foreign energy that's within me and try to bring it out. And in doing that, I'm going to cast Fortune's Fate
Nice. First
on
PvP
myself.
of the game.
On myself.
Just so again, just explain what Fortune's Favor does.
Fortune's Favor, it basically for an hour allows me to, if I roll a die, I can re-roll it. It basically just gives me advantage, like once for an hour.
You can re-roll other people's things too. Anytime a d20 is rolled in regards to him, he can choose to re-roll it.
Okay.
Yeah, I can either give myself advantage or something else disadvantage. But if you guys are doing something for yourselves, then I would basically have to cast Fortune's Favor on you.
Right, okay.
You all remember the spells you got, right?
Yeah.
No.
Well, yours you don't have access to yet, so it doesn't matter.
I don't remember what it was called either, though.
We can get to that when
Okay.
It's time.
I will remember. Don't worry.
But yeah, I cast Fortune's Favor, and I'm just like, wow, this feels different.
So you
but
feel
good.
You feel you yourself draw on that energy, and for a moment, as you're drawing on it, you can kind of see like multiples of your hands, and you feel now that you can alter probability in your favor if you feel like it.
Nice. I'm just gonna say, I feel lucky. Let's head down that. Let's head down that other hall.
Oh, but did anybody roll on the intelligence check?
I got a 5.
Oh yeah, I rolled a 4.
Oh, I didn't.
15.
Okay. Becca,
16.
you guys basically can infer that this thing on the table is Zalakaz.
It is.
Yeah. Oh yeah. I just assumed that.
Yeah, I know, but I was trying to like
I
not
didn't.
just tell you.
I wasn't sure, honestly, so.
I didn't know.
I wasn't sure.
I thought it was something else.
So, can I examine Zelicus?
Yeah, go ahead and roll investigation.
19.
So
Which is
okay,
really
so
short.
as you inspect it, this corpse is thoroughly immolated,
How
but
long does it look like it's been?
it's still a little warm.
Oh
Okay,
God.
it's really-
What
That's
else
not
are you
good.
specifically looking for?
Oh.
like if it died recently.
Yeah, it feels like it happened pretty recently.
Okay. And is the blood trail seem to be coming from Zelicast?
Yeah, there is blood around the bottom of the table. Some of it dried, some of it a little bit fresher.
Then
There is
whatever
a spot.
did
There is a spot on the floor where you can kind of see where the blood trail kind of breaks, and there's a more definitive print of what it was. So there are two footprints there, and there also seems to be two things at the sides of it that were dragging along the floor.
Ooh.
One on each
Can
side.
Can I check out the footprints to see if I recognize what they may have come from?
Sure. Roll investigation.
Natural one, so no.
Those are feet.
Yeah, them feet.
those are Dim's feet.
But yeah, is there anything else you guys want to do in this room?
No, I think we should head to the other side.
Yeah,
This is
no,
like,
I
well,
agree.
nothing else to do here.
Who was it that was reading the documents? That was Khalil.
That was, yes, me, Khalil.
I asked if he wants them and if I can have them.
Sure.
I take them and put them with the documents I stole from the bank.
All right.
Thank you.
Of course. You'll just show me a little bit later.
It's a deal.
All right. So you guys head out of this room and follow the trail to the other side of the hallway. That door is also unlocked.
Okay.
Okay.
Arius will be the one getting it open.
Wait, say that again.
Arius will be the one leading. He'll push the door open.
Okay.
You guys just want to go in?
Yeah.
Okay. As you enter the door, the room is very empty, but on the floor you can see what a few of you would recognize as a teleportation circle.
Whoa.
Active.
Active. Oh.
Yeah, it is currently glowing on the floor.
Can I?
Are there any other doors in this room besides that? Or
This room,
besides the
no.
one we
There are
came
other
in?
doors in the hallway you can check, but this is where the blood trail was leading.
Okay.
Can I investigate it?
Sure. Roll Arcana.
Roll Arcana.
Mhm.
I got a nat 20.
Oh. Okay. It is active. If you guys chose to, you could go through it and teleport.
There's no telling where it goes.
Sounds like a trap.
I'm gonna try and see if there are any on in the hallway that we just walked down.
Akira, you also get a little bit of a sense of where it goes.
Oh.
Because you rolled so high.
Right.
This is definitely going back to Rexentrum.
Say it one more time.
And it's going back to Rexentrum, the city that you guys were in before.
Okay.
And it feels like this is used quite often.
Oh.
Does she tell the rest of us that?
That's up there.
I should tell the rest of them. I
Okay.
should. Yeah.
Okay, so before we head back, I do want to, like, if we're going to jump into the teleportation circle, I do want to see if there's any other doors that are unlocked that might have something that we can use as any sort of resources or anything that we can use later that would be related to the events here.
I'm thinking out loud to myself and
Yes.
wondering why he would let us escape so easily.
Maybe there's more happening on the other side.
Maybe he's just incompetent.
He's not incompetent.
Maybe he's got more waiting for us on the other side of that portal.
That's
Even
what
more
I
reason
said,
for us to check
Darius.
around.
Beckway, roll insight.
Nine.
Okay. You know from your previous experience, you don't know Trent well, but you know he would not have let that thing get burned.
Oh,
And you do recognize on the ground some of the bodies are guards.
Oh, shit.
Okay, I've been I've been reading this whole situation all wrong. Okay. So did I just make this revelation now then? My character did, or
Sure, you were kind of in shock from being here again, and are a little slower on the uptake than normal.
okay. So I just say out loud that it looks like someone infiltrated or someone invaded.
Why would they bust us out?
Yeah.
I don't think they meant for us to get out. I think they just wanted to destroy the Zelicast.
Your guys' cells were not the only open ones.
Oh shit.
Right. A lot of them were empty. Some of them had dead bodies in them.
Right.
Why aren't we dead then?
That's right. That'd be my next one. Oh, in any case. Sorry, go ahead.
Are there any of the doors on the way to this room that are unlocked?
Most of them are still locked, and if you check, you can still feel a little bit of a magical trace, like there was on the locks to your cells.
Okay.
There is one that's open.
Okay, I want to go in that one to see what the deal is with it.
It looks kind of like a employee changing room.
I kind of want to raid that room to see what I can.
Okay, roll investigation.
Okay. 11.
It's mostly just uniforms. And then you find a couple personal accoutrements for some of the employees, like pictures of their families.
I'm gonna leave that stuff behind and then go back with the rest of the group.
I have a sudden change of heart and decide I want to go through the teleporter because I don't want to spend any more time in this place.
Yeah.
Yeah, because if we spent any more, start cleaning up just so we could be more comfortable.
Yeah.
Are you all agreed to go through then?
I want to go through.
Bryce looks to Beckway. He's like, "After you, then."
Okay, I'll go first.
Right. One after another, you all take the teleporter. And on the other side, you find yourself in a similar room with stone walls, and the blood trail is leading out.
Out of the room.
Yeah.
Is there anything else in the
There are some familiar banners on the wall.
So, is this where we just were? Did we get teleported to where?
So looking at the banners...
No, this room is definitely different. It looks similar to the teleporter room you were just in, but there are banners on the walls with the crest of the Dundalian Empire on them.
Okay. So we can assume that... I'm going to keep following that blood trail.
Oh, make perception checks real fast, everybody.
Okay.
Yeah, I was gonna... is a natural 20.
You hear battle in the distance. Ting, ting,
Oh.
ting,
11.
ting, ting.
How far away is it? Can we tell how far?
It sounds about 50 feet. Well, it's kind of hard to gauge, but it's from the right of the door.
Okay, well, I'm just gonna try to sneak around, if that's the case, to see if there's any other way out of location besides the going through the battle that's on the right?
Okay, so as you leave this room, the blood trail. So the first thing you notice is you're in the castle
Oh.
in the center of Rexentrum.
The
shit.
Castle of the Empire?
Yeah, you're in the castle of King Dwendal,
Oh shit.
Emperor of the Dwendalian Empire.
Oh shit! Then I kind of wanna.
No other place. No other place in Rexentrum is this lavish palace.
It's this type of...
So the blood trail is leading to the right, towards that sound of conflict, but there is another path to the left that does not. The blood trail does not go. Actually, it's not as. There is blood that way, but it's not as like complete.
Okay. It's not like a trail. It's just like
Right.
blood. Okay.
Based on your perception rolls from before, you can see like further down the hallway there are a body here, a body there. But
Bryce is gonna go over to loot the bodies.
the bodies are of guards, so they have pocket change on them, and then there's some weapons, and they're wearing like what's it called? Scale mail.
Okay. I'm gonna just kind of go to the left and stealthily try to travel through this castle. And while I'm doing that, I would like to keep an eye open for anything of value that I can just grab and put in my bag of holding on the way out.
Okay, as you guys are like you go to this first body you see and you start rummaging through its pockets, and from the direction that the battle is in, you hear a familiar voice scream, "No, bother! No! No!"
What?
Familiar
I'm gonna
voice?
run towards that voice.
Okay, that is following Blood Trail. It is familiar to you. Anyone who wants to try and
And then
remember?
I'll go there.
Intelligence?
Yeah, intelligence check.
Okay, I'm gonna do that too.
General intelligence?
21.
That voice was of Tyr.
Oh.
Oh.
The guy who's trying to fight us.
Was it
I'm
like
You
gonna-
heard him scream, "No, Balder, no."
of
I'm gonna
agony?
avoid that.
Beckway
I'm going
has
Balder.
torn off in that direction.
I back way.
Fuck it, then I'll run there and just be like,
Beckway
God
got
damn
triggered
it!
by hearing Baldir. She heard Baldir and just like instinctively started sprinting towards him.
Okay, I'm gonna
If
run
everyone-
and chase after her to try and.
What are you gonna do,
'Cause I think-
Darius?
I mean, your guys' speeds are the same. So,
Yeah.
Darius looks at Akira, he's like, what do you care? And he's
Well,
gonna... Alright, if the two of them are headed that way now, I guess... Well, what did we get off of the one guard we were rummaging through?
5 silver and a short sword, and if you're gonna take the time to remove his armor.
No,
Yeah.
I'll take the 5 silver. And then after getting that 5 silver, he'll make to follow the other two.
I'll
Guess-
follow too then.
All right. So as you guys enter the throne room, which is the room you're entering, it's very obviously the throne is very ornate. In the far side is a throne. What you see when you enter is... So I'm going to go from like closest to you to furthest away. Quite a few bodies on the floor. Pools of blood, but the blood stops about halfway through the room and is pooling in a line across the room, but it doesn't look like there's anything there. On the other side of this line is Tyr, holding his sword on his knees, panting heavily, with his arm reached out towards the other side of the room. The next thing you see is a figure in white robes with black half-plate armor on top of it, holding a very thin but long longsword, walking towards 3 other individuals that are crowded around a man on the ground on his knees, looking terrified, with very ornate robes and a crown on.
Okay, where are we all right next to each other?
Yeah, Beckway entered the room first, then Khalil, and then you two a couple seconds later. But as soon as you enter the room, so as soon as you guys enter the room, you see with a very quick, swift movement, the man on the ground's head flies off his shoulders.
The man with the crown?
Oh god.
Yeah.
Did I recognize the man on
no.
the ground?
Yeah, you guys have lived in the Empire long enough to know that this is King Bertrand Dwendal.
Oh no.
Oh
And you said
god.
Tyr was also on his knees?
Tyr is closer to you all, about halfway through the room. He's on his knees. He looks like he's been fighting and he's been losing badly.
Interesting.
Okay.
And there are 3 other figures.
Have
in
we
the
been
room
noticed?
around where? Sorry?
Do I recognize which one is Baldir?
Yeah, the man in the white robes who just beheaded the king, you recognize as Paul.
Okay. That's the same. guy from
The other
Regicide,
3
right?
on the left, there's an extremely large Goliath man with very long black dreads, and it looks like sailing uniform, but the sleeves are cut off.
A Goliath with hair? That's fucking weird.
Make a perception check.
19.
So you take that moment to say that's kind of to in your head think that's kind of weird, and then you notice that the scalp is a different color.
What?
Oh.
So you can infer he's wearing someone else's hair.
He's wearing someone else's scalp.
Yeah. On the
Ew.
right is a man. It's you can't see their face. You believe it's a man by the body shape, in very colorful robes and leather armor, with a hood up and a white mask that just has the painting on the outside of like a clown face. And then the third figure.
Have we been? Oh, sorry.
The third figure is a half-elven woman standing there looking haughty, in green robes with black accents and short brown hair.
Do these 3 seem to be afraid of the figure in the white robes?
Not at all. They look like they expect exactly what's happening.
Okay, I'm gonna...
And he's
I'm gonna
walked
try to-
like they were standing close to the king, making sure he didn't move while this fight was going on.
Okay, I'm gonna try to hide to see what the hell goes down.
You can try and there is a column in the room you can try and hide behind. Go ahead and roll stealth.
Okay.
Is there enough hiding spots?
There's not a lot. This is a relatively open room. It's a throne room. He wants it. It's not a very large. It's like a throne room designed to hold, like, meetings.
Alright,
24. 24.
All right, you hide behind the column.
Cool.
Can I attempt to hide basically?
Well,
head on the other side of the doorway.
on the outside the room.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead and roll stealth with what kind of armor are you wearing? Roll with disadvantage.
Oh, great. Well, that's a 5, so I guess no.
Yeah, your armor was loud.
I'm assuming they had already seen me since I like barged in the rooms, right?
Yeah, so because you latched on to Tyr for a moment, you did before you looked at what's happening. You did notice him like glance back, but then his attention was fully focused back on Balder. So as Balder flicks his wrist and Dwendal's head falls to the ground, he turns and looks back towards the whole room and says, "Rejoice, for I have come to free this land from the endless cycle of conflict." And he extends his hand, and 2 black wings extend from his back, fully unfurled. He turns towards his compatriots and says, "Come." And his hand begins glowing.
That was sorry, that was Baldir?
Yeah. The masked figure gives an exaggerated laughing motion, and looks towards the Goliath. He's like, "Come, Wyatt. The Elder Evils aren't going to free themselves." And they walk towards Balder. And Tyr, in a last-ditch effort, shoots some magic out of his hand at Balder. And the elven woman from behind moves her hand, and the same magic happens. And then all 4 figures disappear. So now that is left in this room is you all and Tyr. And then the blood that was pooled oddly in the middle of the room begins to pour towards the other side. Tyr just stares at Dwendal for a moment.
So they're all gone.
Yeah, the Balder and the 3 others are gone.
Okay.
He slowly gets back up to his feet, and he turns and makes eye contact with Beckwith and says, "Twice I've tracked Balder, and twice I find you, Freya. What do you know?"
I don't know anything.
I think we'd be asking you the exact same question.
Are you or did you direct that at me or
Direct that to
He did direct
Tyr.
that at,
Oh.
yeah. But, I mean, Darius' response is valid. He looks up, and he looks towards Darius, and he says, "Fenrir and I were investigating the Cobalt Soul attack, and it was obvious that was Balder from the way the bodies looked. But then I found you all there. And then this attack happens, and I find you again."
I thought Baldir worked for you.
Balder went AWOL a few months ago. We haven't been able to find him before this. For last week at the Cobalt Soul, and then today.
I don't have words.
So it's been a week?
Yeah, that is new information for you all. You have been gone a week.
Holy crap.
Oh, but it's been a week, so we've been gone for a week.
Right. Yeah.
Oh, shit. Okay.
Well, if you don't all
I'm
have
gonna-
information, I have more pressing things to take care of than dealing with you all.
I'm gonna come out of hiding, and then I'm gonna be like, "So why exactly did you take us to that strange lab to be experimented on after you fought us?"
Master Ikathon wanted Freya returned.
Ikathon?
Trent
What does he
Ikathon.
want with me? I'm done with him.
He's not done with you, Freya.
I shudder again.
At this point, Darius walks up. He gets very close to Tyr. Like, where
He
you
looks.
go.
He's tired, obviously tired and wounded, but he meets your stare. Looking up,
Are
'cause
we
you're
even-
like a foot taller than him.
Yeah, talk to him. Or we even decide on whether you're going or not. You need to answer me something. Where's Barn?
The master of the Cobalt Soul vouched for him, so we didn't take him. Now I need to go. And he starts to move his hands, and they light up.
Okay, is there a way I can stop him? I want to try to stop him from doing that.
I don't know if you all have any way to do that.
Oh,
I
I
do
can't like
not.
attack him. I want to attack him.
So this is like kind of in a weird like pseudo combat. Roll an initiative real fast.
Everybody?
Or anyone who's trying to stop it.
I'll help stop him.
I was gonna say, guess I would want to grapple him.
What was I rolling? I'm sorry.
Initiative.
Initiative?
19.
11.
Sure, I'll try to stop him. 22.
Alright. Khalil, you can move.
Okay.
Before
As his hands like glow, I'm gonna try to put my like cloak to the side to reveal my holster for my arrow. I'm just gonna try to send the arrow through his hands to keep him from doing stuff.
Roll an attack.
I got 16 before I forget.
That is an 18.
That hits.
Okay.
Alright, roll damage, and he's going to try and do a concentration check to see if he finishes it.
Alright. 1d8 plus 3, and I'm gonna burn a bardic inspiration to do psychic blades.
Oh, shit.
Let me just it's 2d6. $15 total.
Okay, so it's still halved is still less than 10, so he's got to beat a 10.
Mm-hmm.
He did. So you hit his hand, and it goes through, and he's visibly in pain, but then he disappears.
Ah, shit.
Oh, like he just.
I let out a frustrated sigh.
Okay.
Alright. I call my arrow back into the holster.
He got a 15. Sorry.
Okay. And I'm gonna turn around and look at Beckway, and I'm just gonna be like, "Wow, it looks like you've gotten all of us into quite the predicament."
Yeah.
I never asked any of you to follow me.
Yes. And I'm gonna say, well, we had no idea that those guys would who came after us at the temple, at the library, would defeat us and then drag us to some experimental lab. That's something I definitely didn't account for.
You all do remember that the Scourgers were after you all as well because of the events from the bank.
Okay.
As far as I'm concerned, we were on the job. As long as we're on the job, we're a unit. Oh.
But I give you that.
Freya just got special attention because he recognized her.
Gotcha. All right then.
Does that mean that
I'm gonna say it's we should probably leave the castle, considering the king was just assassinated in the room that we're standing in. So we should probably get out of here ASAP.
What were you about to say, Becca?
I don't know if I'm supposed to know this. I don't know if I should. Like, how did they find out about us? Does that mean that they're associated with the the smiling, or what was the name of that group with Barn and Sid?
So what Fenrir had said was that you all matched descriptions that were given from the witnesses. Because you guys walked right through all the guards and none of them died. And they gave statements.
Okay.
At the bank. So as you guys are standing there having this discussion, 3 more figures burst into the throne room.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Not ready.
And then they stop and stare at you all puzzled with a puzzling look. And a man that you recognize says, "What in the God's name are you all doing here?" And before you is Sid, Barn, and Cass.
Oh, good.
Oh, okay.
Can I ask them the same thing? What are you guys doing here?
The castle's in chaos. This would be the perfect time to... And then he sees Gwendol's body and he says, "Kill the king." Do this? This place is a massacre. Was this you all?
I'm gonna say yes.
Carrie stares at Khalil and she's like, "What the hell? Why?"
I'm like, shh, we need the clout.
By all the gods. Well,
Darius doesn't say anything. He just like closes his eyes and pinches his forehead.
I'm going to say I'm obviously joking. We showed up here just as the king was losing his head.
then who killed Gwendol?
Some asshole.
With wings, long sword.
Wings. You didn't catch a name?
Tyr?
Balder.
Tyr is the other guy.
At the sound of Khalil saying Balder, all of the color drains from Sid's face.
I see that and I'm gonna be like, huh, I guess that isn't a good sign.
You're joking.
I ask if he knows how he knows Balder.
He grips his arm and says, "We need to get out of here," and then we can talk about it.
Okay.
I'm willing to do that.
I'm going to go over and try to take the king's crown off the floor and put it in my bag of holding before we leave.
You do that.
Frantically, as he does it, Darius is like, "You sure that's wise? Last thing we need is evidence like that floating around."
I said, don't worry. I'll take care of it.
I stepped away for a second. What did he do?
Khalil is stealing the crown.
I just kind of shake my head in disapproval, but I don't say anything.
Sid
so
starts
dumb.
frantically looking around and says, "We can't come back the way we came." And then you see he notices behind the throne is a very large stained glass window. We need to go out this way. And he just punches the window open with his metal arm.
Okay.
The wind starts to pick up, and you can see if you look over that you're quite a ways up. We need to jump.
We need to
Oh,
jump.
wait, I have Featherfall. Can I cast Featherfall?
Yes, you can.
Yes! I'm going to use that.
I'm feeling super lucky still, so I'm gonna say fuck it. I'm just gonna jump.
Oh, wait, can't I cast it on everybody?
I believe you can cast it on quite a few. Let me find it real fast.
7 of us total.
Shit.
There you go.
Oh.
That's however many of you are. Is that what you're saying?
I'm saying there's 7 of us total.
My spells aren't showing up. Oh, wait. Featherfall.
So you can do 5.
One cast is 5.
Okay. Well, I cast it on myself and whoever else wants Featherfall.
I'll take it because I don't feel like being a bird right now.
You can't be a bird yet.
Oh, it's fair. Never mind.
Alright, so me, Akiri.
Take it.
I'm gonna go to.
Sid's gonna nod at you and say, "Good thinking." Sid's gonna nod at you and say, "Good thinking." I was thinking the same thing, and he's gonna cast it on the people who's left.
Oh, okay, that works.
Okay. All right. Cool. So,
Alright, so you
how
all-
exactly does it work?
So your descent slows to 60 feet around, and if you hit the ground before the spell is over, when it lasts a minute, you don't take any falling damage.
Okay.
He's gonna say, we got to try and get as much distance as we can, though, to hop the wall. So, get a running start.
Okay.
Oh boy. Reyes does so.
All right, so I'm just gonna follow his because I'm trying to get out of here ASAP.
Okay.
All right, everybody, make athletic checks for me.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
So,
that
Okay.
might not be good. 7. I'm gonna use Fortune's favor.
There you go.
23. Yeah, 23.
14. 14. That's much better.
a 21.
All right.
Oh, I rolled 7.
Okay. So everyone makes it across the wall and floats down to the other side of the wall without issue. Beckway, you are not. Doesn't look like you're quite gonna make it. And then Barn kicks you.
Well, that's really embarrassing. Okay.
So,
I just look like visibly embarrassed when he does
you
that.
do make it across the wall, but you are gonna take 5 points of bludgeoning damage.
Okay.
From the kick?
That's a hard kick.
He's a monk, man.
I know my own strength. Shit.
But you make it to the other side of the wall, and you land like in an alley behind some of the buildings, and it doesn't look like anyone saw you. All right, Sid turns to you all and says, "All right, we can't move around in a group this big. We're gonna need to split up. You 4 take the back streets back to the base. We'll take our own way and meet you there."
Sounds like a plan to me. What time of day is it, by the way?
It is like nighttime.
Okay. That's the perfect time to assassinate.
That's why they're here.
We've been gone for a week.
You have been gone for a week, yeah.
Who's been taking care of my horse?
The stables you left them at?
Are they feeding him okay?
This is something you can ask the stables when you're not running from.
Law. The law. Breaking the law.
I just want to note that Freya becomes concerned for her horse when she's drawn back to the outside world.
Okay, so how are you
Okay,
guys
so-
gonna get back to the Eyes and Blood workshop?
I'm going to. I'm just gonna try to move like casually, as if there's like nothing wrong. Are there like bells or alarms or anything blaring around this?
Yeah, well, there are alarms around the castle. You can tell that the place is like definitely in chaos. That's what Sid mentioned when he said this was like the perfect time.
Okay. Then yeah, I'm just gonna walk around like a normal citizen, know what the fuck is going on, and then I'm gonna go to the Eyes and Blood workshop.
Are you taking like the main roads? Or you're gonna try and like, go through back streets, or?
I'm gonna first of all prestidigitation any blood that would be on my feet from where we were walking around before.
Mm-hmm.
And any blood that might be on any of my clothes. And then I'm going to just yeah, I'm gonna take the back street.
Okay. Are you all following?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
What are we gonna do? I can't press the digitation. How do I get rid of the blood? Is there like visible blood like on our boots and stuff? Clearly, right?
Yeah. Are you, Khalil? Are you getting rid of everyone's or just yours?
I'll get rid of everyone since we're walking in a group.
Okay, I guess we're going in a group. Okay, well in that case, yeah, I guess we'll just all try to. Maybe space it out so that we're not like all like on top of each other.
How far apart do you want to? Well,
I think we should walk in twos to make it like seem like because it's late at night, people like walking by themselves, it's kind of suspicious. But if you have like couples walking around at night, that's not very suspicious at all.
Okay.
Alright.
So,
Darius is gonna hold out his arm to Khalil.
I see how it is. Beckley, do you want to walk with me?
I look embarrassed again, but I say okay.
Okay,
Yeah, sure, why not?
there we go.
All right. Everyone make stealth checks.
All right.
Oh boy.
Darius with disadvantage.
18.
17.
Okay, a 13.
17.
Okay. You feel like you don't. None of you notice anyone noticing you, and you feel like you're making it through back street to Main Street for a little while, back street again, and you don't feel like you're having any problems. Khalil,
Yes.
make a Constitution save for me.
This shit again. 4.
All right.
Oh no.
So, walking down the street again, another back street, and so which pair is leading?
Oh.
Presumably Khalil and I.
Okay.
Yeah.
So, as you're walking down an alley, out of one of the shadows, a fist tries to attack Khalil.
What?
What's your AC?
14.
Okay. Out of the corner of your eye, you notice it and you dodge.
Okay.
But stepping out of the shadows is a man entirely in black clothes holding a punch dagger.
A punch dagger?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he just attacked you.
I'm gonna
And
grapple him.
He's gonna look at you and say, "You couldn't escape the gentleman forever."
And I'm gonna look at Darius, and I'm gonna say, "Get him, honey."
Okay. So what's gonna happen is you two are gonna roll initiative,
Mhm.
and then we're gonna wait a round, and then Beckway and Akiri are going to join.
Okay.
I mean, they could roll initiative now and then.
Yeah, you can roll, but you guys won't appear until.
Oh, shit.
20 total.
It's 16, not bad.
16 as well.
Both of you roll dex checks.
Both of. Oh.
The 16.
I'm plus 0.
A what plus 0?
Just roll a dex check.
Roll a
Okay.
dex check.
8.
Because doesn't their dex more than mine? No.
Just roll a dexterity check for me.
A 13.
All right, so you're gonna go before Akiri.
Okay.
You got my roll right, Nate?
You were a 20.
Yeah.
Beckway, what'd you get?
Oh, wait, for dexterity?
No, you're gonna roll initiative.
Initiative, I got 19.
Is this person wearing any type of like armor?
No,
No. Okay.
just black like clothes.
Black.
Okay, first up is gonna be Khalil.
Okay.
Can you guys see the page?
Oh,
I can see the page, but moved. Yeah.
Oh, what?
Like the squares that represent us.
Yeah, I know. I
They're
need to
in-
know where you guys. Well, you guys would be like here.
Darius and I are directly next to each other.
Sorry, how do you know which color you are in this game? Or this app?
I just made colors. You are purple.
Okay, and I'm always purple, right?
Yes.
Thank you.
Sorry, I'm trying to get this shit to work.
Okay.
Okay. So Khalil is up first.
All right. Are
Sorry,
Darius and I
this
5 feet
guy
apart?
is the one that attacked you.
Okay. All right. What are these other figures?
So make a perception check if you want to notice them or not.
Is that an action, or should I do that?
It would be an action.
Um, Fuck that. I'm gonna go ahead and cast. Since I'm not trying to be loud about anything, I'm gonna cast Dissonant Whispers on that guy.
Okay. That's a.
Let me double check. Let's see. You must make a Wisdom saving throw. On a failed save, you take 3d6 and immediately use your reaction, if available, to move as far as your speed allows away from me. The creature doesn't move into obvious dangerous ground such as fire or pit. On a successful save, the target takes half as much damage and does not move away.
He's got to make what kind of save?
Wisdom
Wisdom save.
13.
He succeeds, so he doesn't have to move, and he takes half damage.
Yeah. Seven halved is going to be 3.
Okay. Anything else?
He's 5 feet away from me, right?
Yes, he is 5 feet away.
I am going to stay where I am. And
ends
end
your
my
turn
turn.
Can I
Yeah, I'm gonna end my turn.
can I cast Mage Armor now or do I wait for my turn?
You should wait for your turn,
Oh wait.
unless you would have cast it like while you're sneaking.
Alright. I just always forget to cast it when I'm not in battle, and then battle happens. I'm like, well.
I can say you because you're not used to it yet. I'll give you a pass this time, and you can have cast it while you were doing the sneaking walk.
Okay, thank you.
All right. Next up is going to be Assassin 1, who is this guy hiding behind the barrel over here.
Okay.
Wait, which barrel? There's 2 hiding behind barrels. Ah, that guy.
He is going to pop out real fast and fire a blowgun at Khalil.
Oh no.
That's a hit.
Hmm.
So it's going to do 1 piercing damage plus 5 poison damage plus 7 for sneak attack. So that's a total of 13 damage.
Okay.
But he is
That's
no longer hitting.
That's almost half my health, but okay.
Next up is Darius.
I see the one that just jumped out and attacked.
Yeah, you notice.
Or am I
one
blocked? If I be blocked by the barrels.
behind the barrels.
Okay, so I can see him then. For the one that was directly in front of us, the one that's directly in front of Khalil. I'm just gonna go in with the great sword.
Okay, roll attack.
Rolling to hit. That's a 10 to hit.
It's gonna be a miss. He's gonna see you come up next to him and dodge out of the way.
Shit. Movement just.
Is there anything else you'd like to do, or is
Still. Yeah. You guys hear me?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I guess that's all I'll do, and I'll say, just watch yourself to Khalil. That'll be it.
Okay. The second assassin is going to go. That's this one.
Mm-hmm.
He is going to attack Darius. That's a 17.
That hits.
Okay, so because you're within 5 feet of this other guy, he gets sneak attack on you. So that's going to do another 13 damage. All right. And
Oh, 13 is the total?
Yeah.
Okay.
This one is going.
What did he
this one's
attack
gonna
with?
move. Blowgun.
Okay.
This one's going to move and take the hide action. All right. Well, next. So now, top of the round, Beckway and.
So we didn't get a long rest from last.
I mean, you got a long rest because you got a long rest from last time because you guys were unconscious and then time passed.
Okay.
So you should be back to full.
Yeah. Okay. Cool.
Now because it's the new round, Beckway and Akiri are going to just appear into the alley,
Okay.
and you see this going on.
Oh shit.
First up is Khalil.
Okay. I am going to draw my rapier and try to go after this guy who's directly in front of me.
Okay. Go ahead and roll an attack.
That's gonna be 22.
That's a hit.
Alright, so I also get sneak attack damage.
Yes, you do.
Right. 10 damage.
All right. You get him like right in the bicep, like it's like a through and through on his bicep.
Ew, gross. And I'm gonna try to back away, actually.
What level rogue are you?
I'm only level 1 rogue. I'm not using I can't disengage. I'm just gonna
Got it.
risk the opportunity attack.
Okay, you're gonna back up.
I'm gonna back up to get like directly in between Bekwe and Akiri.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, he is gonna try and take that opportunity attack on you. He misses.
Cool.
So he tries to punch with that arm you stabbed and is visible in pain, and it slows him down, and you get out of the way.
Nice. Cool. So yeah, I'm gonna back up there, hang in between them, so that I can like fortify myself, and then I'm going to use my bonus action to take my potion of healing.
Cool.
2d4 plus. That's 8 health gained.
All right.
And then I'm going to end my turn.
Okay. Next up is Beckway.
I'm gonna cast. Shoot. Cloud of Daggers.
Okay. Where do you want it?
Oh. Sorry, I forgot to look at the range.
I believe you guys can ping like I do too if you hold the mouse down.
Oh.
Oh. Oh, that's my ally.
Yeah.
This guy.
Yeah.
Okay, so these 4 are gonna be the cloud.
Okay.
These 4 right here. And it's just straight 44, right? There's no save. I don't believe.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah, it's just straight damage. Roll 4d4.
Damn, Cloud of Daggers is great.
Yeah, it's my favorite. 8.
8 damage?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wait, do I add anything to it? It's just 4d4, right?
No, it's 4d4, so that's it.
Okay.
All right, 8 damage. So all of these shadowy, phantasmal daggers just appear around this guy and start spinning and tear him up.
Crap.
So he is looking hurt. Next up is going to be this man that was hidden, or this guy right here. So
Which guy was the gentleman or whatever?
The one that mentioned the gentleman was this guy.
Okay, thank you.
But he is going to... Sorry, I have to keep jumping between stat blocks. He is going to take the hide action. Alright. Next up is Darius.
Okay. Sorry, I'm having a. Okay. Here we go. Having just missed this man that he was trying to attack, Arius, you can see him becoming visibly frustrated. He's like, "Okay, think you're dodge this." He like swipes his sword, but he doesn't go for an attack. Instead, he just like swings the sword, and you see it just filled with this dark energy. And as he swings it, it starts to fire at the guy as he does inflict wounds.
Oh,
I have to make a melee spell attack.
Alright, go ahead and roll that.
Actually, I need to check my spell. Okay. Is a 14 to hit?
That's gonna miss. So he is currently trying to dodge between all these daggers that appeared, and as you say that, he turns and dodges that.
Jesus. Am I technically engaged with him?
You are engaged with him currently.
Okay. So. And I guess that's all I can. He's just like, fuck! You can see Darius becoming angrier and angrier. That'll do it, I guess.
Next up is Akiri.
Yay. Okay. I think the one thing that will be really effective would be doing Moonbeam.
Go for it.
Okay. So Darius is right by that one guard, and the other one is behind a thing. That's not a barrel. And there's two behind barrels. Okay, let's see here.
Are those other things crates?
Yeah, there wasn't very good things for that.
That's fair.
Okay.
Crates and barrels.
Yay! Can I attack the one behind the crate?
Which one? Hold your mouse down over where you want to attack.
Okay. I mean, the one... I'm afraid to point at it because I'll ruin the stream setup, but, you know the 6 crates, that one guy on the left?
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, I'll do
You're doing Moonbeam?
Moonbeam. Yeah.
Okay, he has to make a dex save.
Constitution.
Con save. He failed regardless. So that is a failure. Go ahead and roll 2d10s.
Okay.
3d10s.
3d10s?
3? What? I thought it was 2.
Let me check.
I have a 9, a 5, and a 10, and it became 24.
It's 2d10s unless
Oh,
you...
it's 2d10s. Sorry, my mistake.
You're casting at a 2nd level, right? Because that's all you guys have right now.
Yeah.
So it's 2d10s.
Okay.
So what were the first 2 numbers?
9 and 5.
Okay, so 14 damage. Alright. Alright, he screams out in pain and is visibly on his last legs already.
Wait, so now both these guys are looking weak?
This one is looking significantly more rough than this one, but
Okay.
both have taken damage. Alright, next up, unless you want, is there anything else you want to do on your turn?
I'm good.
You still have a bonus action. Okay.
Oh, yeah, I'm good.
Alright, next up is this guy's turn. Roll another 44, Becca.
Oh, nice. I love this spell. 10.
Alright. You see him, because as he was dodging when Darius tried to hit him, he continued to dodge, but he dodged wrong and just lays into one of the spinning daggers and takes another solid hit. But then he's going to get frustrated and go invisible.
Invisible?
Yeah.
Oh.
So he
fuck
disappeared.
this guy.
And you don't know where he went.
Can I use Arcana to know if it's a spell, or does it not matter?
You'd have to do that as an action on your turn.
Oh,
But that is going to end his turn. Next up is this guy. He is, in a last-ditch effort, going to try to run towards Darius, but make the mistake of running through the daggers. So roll another 44.
Nice!
Jeez.
8.
He is gone. You
Nice!
just see him run through these daggers and then just get torn up and
Sliced to ribbon.
I just kind of talk under my breath and say, well, that made my day.
Alright.
Darius is just confused. He like sees someone coming at him, and then just all of a sudden they're just gone. He's just like, "What the hell happened?"
So,
I get you.
this one is going to pop up from behind the barrels and shoot another blow dart at Quickway, since her daggers are tearing people up.
Do I have... Oh, never mind.
That is going to be a hit. So you're going to take 13 points of damage.
Ooh, ow.
All right. Next up is Khalil.
All right. Let's see.
You get some art. You need to get on back of his left.
I would like to.
Oh yeah, how much HP do I have then?
You started with 31 and you lost 18 total. So.
Oof.
Sheesh. Yeah, I'm just gonna use Dissonant Whispers again on the guy who just shot a dart at Beckway.
Okay. So you have
So
to
that's a
make
Wisdom save.
Wiz save.
Yeah, 13.
Okay. That is a fail.
Okay, so he takes 3d6 psychic damage and then has to use his reaction to move as far away as possible. He's gonna take 11 damage,
Okay.
and then he's gonna run back as far as he can. Because he is afraid.
Okay. So as he had popped out and shot, he looks at you in terror and just screams and runs.
Cool.
Okay. Next up, is there anything else you want to do?
Let me see. No, I'm good.
Okay.
That's
Next
the
up
end of my
is
turn.
Beckway.
Um. Can I? How far does my crossbow go? Or do I have to go around the barrels to be able to shoot him?
That one right now is hiding, so he has 3/4 cover. So it's just going to be a much harder shot, and you'd shoot with disadvantage since he's hiding.
If I move closer, would that give me any more of an advantage?
You'd have to move like over here.
Through your own cloud of daggers.
How far can I?
Yeah, and you do have to move through your own cloud of daggers to do that.
What? It hurts me. That's
Yeah, it hurts anyone who
It
enters
hurts anyone who's in it.
Oh, so I just blocked our. Oh, sorry, guys. I'm gonna try to shoot. Well, do I have? What's the range? How far away is he?
The range on the crossbow?
Like me to like, what's anything
You're
I can
40.
cast?
You're 45 feet away from.
Okay, can I cast Cloud of Daggers on these 4 spots?
I just have to see the range.
It's 60.
Then yes.
Oh, do I
Which
do 44?
you have to cast
yeah,
it or
just-
action fit it.
What?
Would she have to cast it or would she use her action?
No, you have to cast it. You can't move that one.
Ah.
So,
So this one disappears, and then that one would appear over there.
oh, awesome. Okay, 9.
All right. You
Problem
hear a
solved.
scream as daggers appear around this other man who was hiding behind some bears. Next up is this guy. So do another 44.
10.
Oh my god. He limps out of it and tries to run away.
Do I have any more actions, or is that?
That was his turn.
Oh, gotcha. Wait.
So next up is Darius.
Am I within 30 feet of him?
30 feet?
No, you are not. Wait, you can move?
Yeah. Let's say, can I like use my movement to go around the cloud of daggers and get to him?
So the one dagger that were next to you is gone now.
I know. I just want to be aware of the new one that she moved. It's like up by where
Yeah,
he just was.
It's right here. You can
Okay.
go.
Okay. Yeah. I'll just run up to him.
That's as far as you can get without dashing.
Okay. So am I like at least 5 away from him?
You are 10 feet away from him right now.
10 feet away. Okay.
Every square is 5 feet.
Every square is 5 feet. Okay, I'll remember that. Don't have. All right. Well, I don't know. Would I? Okay, I'm gonna just ask this. This might be a dumb question, but I'm gonna ask this. Would I be able to throw my greatsword?
No, it doesn't have the thrown property.
Thrown property. Okay.
So there's actually like things on the weapons that say whether or not you can.
Yeah, like the light hammer, but I just thought maybe I could.
I mean, you can just huck it if you want, but
that's kind of what I meant.
It'll be at disadvantage.
All right. Well, okay. Well then screw that then. I'm gonna do instead then is that it's probably things that I can see, right?
What's up?
Each creature. I'm sorry. I'm just reading. It's like each creature of your choice. as he runs up to him, as far as he can get, right? The suffering failure after failure. Darius is just getting really fucking mad. See him stare down this assassin. He's like, I will not be humiliated by a couple of measly grunts. As he does this, his eyes flare, and you just see this aura of just hatred and blackness start to ooze from him as he casts Dreadful Aspect. As an action, you channel the darkest emotions and focus them into a burst of magical menace. Each creature of your choice within 30 feet of you must make a wisdom saving throw if it can see you. On a failed save, the target is frightened of you for 1 minute.
Oh, is that a
Oh,
Oathbreaker ability?
yeah, my action.
Oh, you're channel. You're just
Channel
channeling.
divinity.
Okay. So he makes a whiz save.
A DC 12.
He passes. Having seen you fail so many times, he is not afraid of you.
Oh,
Shit.
Oh my god. You were having a rough day, man.
That's it, I guess.
Okay. Next up is Akiri.
Yeah. Let's see here. Okay. I kind of want to use my staff.
Okay, you can move up, but you're pretty far. You'd have to pretty much use your whole turn to dash to try and get there.
Can I use my turn to dash to get there?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah, that's full movement with dash. You can get right there.
Perfect.
All right. Next up, the man who is invisible appears in front of Khalil and attacks twice.
Oh yay! Twice?
Yes, twice. First is a miss. Second is a hit.
Okay.
So he swings at you with that injured arm that you stabbed him through and misses, but he switches the punch dagger over to his other hand and hits you for 6 piercing damage.
6 piercing. Okay.
And that is going to be his turn. Next up is, I believe that's the Afraid Assassin.
Yeah. Well, he's not actually frightened. He's not under the condition of frightened, but he was to move as far away from me as possible since
Okay,
he failed.
but he can do a move now.
Yeah.
Okay, he is going to shoot his blowgun at Akiri because his partner is next to him. So that. Here we go. What's your AC? What's your AC?
My AC?
Yeah.
Okay. 14.
That is a miss. All right. Next up, Khalil.
All right. I'm gonna upon this guy appearing in front of me, missing and then hitting me, I'm gonna try to do a repast with my well, not a literal fighter repast, but I'm responding with my rapier.
Okay. Roll attack.
15.
Just hits. Go ahead and roll damage.
Okay. I'm going to use another Bardic Inspiration to try and do an extra 2d6 psychic.
Psychic bleed.
Alright, that is going to be 13 damage.
How do you want to do this?
Ooh. In response to him coming at me again and me getting, I'm just going to like hop back for a second and like get some good footing, and then I just want to perfectly like stab him through, like directly between his eyes
All
with my
right.
rapier, and then pull it out really fast, and then put the rapier back in its like flick the blood off of it, and then put it right into the sheath.
All right. So you take that hit from him with the punch dagger, and to take a step backwards, in a perfectly practiced, smooth motion. You've done it every day of your life. Just get this perfect running thrust right between his eyes, and his body just goes limp.
Okay.
Pull it
and
out,
then
flick the blood off, and sheath it, all in a very smooth, practiced motion.
Nice. And can I only expend one bardic inspiration per turn?
I'm not entirely sure how those abilities work together.
Okay.
I don't think so, because they're two separate abilities. I think you can use both.
I was gonna give Darius bardic inspiration.
Nice. How do you do that?
I'm going to say, so far you have failed, but I'm sure you will prevail. And
This is gonna be like, thanks, Arlen.
and that's an extra D6, right?
Yeah, you can add it to a few different things. It's an attack
To
roll.
anything. To anything.
Yeah. Next up is Beckway.
So is this guy still invisible?
That guy's dead.
He's dead.
Oh, he's dead. Oh, that's why you just killed, sorry. And my Cloud of Daggers is here, right?
Yep.
So I probably have to move closer, right? How far can I go in that direction?
Your movement speed is 30 feet.
So I want to move here.
Okay.
And shoot. I'll just shoot my crossbow at him.
Which one?
Sorry, this guy.
Okay. Go ahead and roll attack.
D10.
No, that one is a D20 plus. Let me look. D20
Plus my dexterity.
plus 6.
Oh, 6.
Yeah, it's on your
19.
page on the first page. There's a little box that says attacks and spellcasting that has all of the.
Okay, well I rolled a 13.
That is
Then
gonna be a
plus-
miss. That's with the plus 6.
No, that's without the plus 6. So with a
Oh,
plus...
that's a hit. Go
So
ahead and
it's
roll
nice.
damage.
I was about to be like, excuse me?
It's gonna be 1d8 plus 3.
9.
How do you want to do this?
I kind of like roll forward and aim my crossbow right at his head and release the trigger all in one swift motion.
All right. Between you and Khalil, this group is starting to look like a well-oiled machine. Beckway runs forward, and her training kicks in. She tucks her roll, pulls her crossbow out, and while still kneeling, aims it and fires right through the man's eye, and he falls dead.
Nice.
Yay.
All right.
And there's still the invisible guy, right?
Next up is
That
Darius.
guy's
No, the
dead.
invisible man is dead. This is the only guy left.
Oh. Far.
Next up's Darius.
How close can I get to him with 30 feet? Okay, so I'm gonna move back basically right next to Beckway.
Okay.
And I'm just gonna like lay a hand on her shoulder. And he's like, here. As he does so, Beckway, you just feel this like warmth, healing energy flowing through you as he on hands for 5.
I say thank you.
Then I'll do it. Giving up at this point.
Basically, like 130 feet away from me. There's nothing that I can do from where I'm at. So.
You did notice while he was running that he wasn't running fast. He is injured, so he may not have gotten quite as far as you think he did.
Okay, I'm gonna use my dash action down this as I can. So 60 feet. And then.
Okay, I'm gonna put you there.
Okay, and then I'm gonna end my turn.
Okay.
Does
Next up
everyone
is
get a dash, or is that a class thing?
dash is
No,
something you
everyone
can
can
do as an action. It's
What
one of
does
the
it
things
do?
you can use your action. It doubles your. You can use your action to do your speed again, so it doubles your speed.
Oh.
Then
It
that's
is now
your
turn.
action.
Okay, thank you.
It is now Beckwith's turn.
Man, haven't I done enough for this team?
Wow. Note to self: next combat, kill Beckwith.
Okay, I'm going to so can I assume he's 50 feet away, or is it farther than that because he's running?
Like, however far he is from you right now, adds.
Yeah, he's 50 feet from you or he was 50 feet from you right now, and then he ran.
So he's basically out of range unless I dash as well?
Yeah.
Okay, I will dash. So that puts me here, right? Oh, wait. Here.
So that's your normal movement. If you want to dash, you get 30 more feet. This right here is your normal movement.
Okay. Okay, but so can I dash, can I do a cantrip too then?
You can quicken one because you're a sorcerer. You can spend some sorcery points to quicken and cast any action spell because you didn't cast this spell.
Even after I dash, I can still do that?
Yeah, because so the reason that you only have to do a cantrip is because if you cast a spell with a level, you can only cast a cantrip with the bonus action. But if you don't cast at all, you can cast a full spell with the bonus action.
Okay, so I'm gonna dash to like here, and then.
Okay, so this isn't where he is. I just didn't move him because there's no more map.
Okay, well, I'm gonna dash as far as
you dash to the end, and you turn into the alley, and you can see him a little bit way further.
And I'm gonna cast Lightning Lure.
All right. Well, that's a strength save, right? Let me check that out real quick. Yeah, that is a strength saving throw. So he's gonna make. That's a no.
No.
So you make this arc of lightning in your hand, and you lash around with him like it's a whip, and you pull him towards you. Roll 1d8.
Oh, so it did hit.
Yeah, it hits.
2.
It's an automatic hit. They just have to make a save to see if they take the damage and get pulled or not. He fit.
I only rolled 2.
Okay. So he is in front of you because you pulled him towards you with the lashes, and he's right in front of you, but he is still alive but very hurt. So I'm gonna say both Beckway and this dude are like over here. All right. Next up is Darius.
Hold the hash up, I guess.
All right, so you catch up to Beckway. next up is Akiri.
Alrighty. So we're attacking an invisible man.
No, he's not invisible. He's just off this map I made. He ran. He's trying to run away.
Okay. Oh,
Yeah,
I see him. I
if you
see
zoom
him.
out, you'll be.
That dude with next to you and Varius. Darn.
So
I'm
you
gonna
can catch
have
up
to
to
do...
them with your normal movement if you want, and then you can do something.
Okay. Can I do that? And then I want to attack him with my staff.
You're not close enough to attack with your staff.
Okay. Can I do Moonbeam?
Yes, you can.
I'll do Moonbeam.
So you kill him with that.
Yay! I did
Regardless
it!
of the save, you kill him with that.
I've killed something for the first time.
I imagine he only had
So-
like.
Let me live in my glory.
Like he's trying to run, but he's kind of limping, and then Beckway comes around the corner and grabs him with this lightning whip around his ankle and pulls him to the ground. And then, trying to catch up, Akiri runs through, pulls down this column of light, and just incinerates the man.
Nice.
Nice.
All right.
I turn to Akiri and say, "Nice work."
Yay, thank you.
Real quick, I'm going to like turn around and go back to the guy with the punch dagger, and I want to loot him to see what he has on him.
Okay. You find the punch dagger,
Yeah.
and you find a letter signed, addressed to you.
Addressed to me.
Yeah.
So they planned for this
So-
guy to die.
There is a letter, and on the front it says, "To Khalil," in familiar handwriting.
Okay, I'm gonna read it.
Okay. It says, "I knew this wouldn't stop you, Khalil. The gentleman will be in touch soon." Oh, I didn't hit the button. God damn it.
I heard you. We heard you.
Oh, you did hear it? Okay, cool.
Yeah. And I'm just gonna be like, I imagine he will be. And then I'm going to use prestidigitation to burn up the letter.
All right.
Did the guy have any money on him?
No, he did not.
Okay.
He just had the punch dagger and the note.
Okay, I'm gonna keep that.
You do recognize this handwriting as Farella.
Okay, cool. I'm thinking I need to go talk to that.
Is there anything else you guys want to do in this alley before you continue?
Can I do a perception check?
Yeah. What are you looking for specifically?
I don't know if they dropped anything else.
Go ahead and roll. I mean, if you're trying to run the guys, that would be investigation. If you're trying to run their pockets.
Never mind. I'm good. I
Okay.
give up.
Do you all?
Run them pockets.
Sorry, my Chicago showing.
Chicago.
All right, if you guys are done in this alley, then you continue the way you were and make it to the workshop.
I'm gonna
Without any further.
Okay, while this is happening, I'm gonna like pair up with Beckway instead, and I'm gonna be like, thanks for the help back there. Sorry about what I said earlier.
I don't remember what you said to me earlier.
It was about you. It was about you getting in a like unfavorable predicament, and then I just went and got a favorable predicament.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
I'll just say it's already been forgotten.
Because it has.
It actually has.
All right, you guys make it to the workshop, and the door through the forge is already open for you.
Okay, I'm gonna go down there and see what the deal is.
Same.
Arius goes and he hasn't said anything the whole way back.
He mad.
You all enter the base, and all three of them are there waiting for you.
Cool.
Yay.
Before we go in, I want to press the digitation clean because I kind of got fucked up a little bit
Okay. No worries.
to make it seem like we got here okay. Because I kind of don't want them asking questions. So anyone who's taking damage, I want to like call.
Are you going
And then-
to stop them and tell them to not?
Yeah,
about
before
that?
we go in, I'm just gonna ask, hey, what just happened? To the everyone else that'll be here.
You kind of cut out. I don't know if that was just me.
Oh, I asked if everyone could maybe not mention what just happened.
Alright, it's just like, sure, whatever.
Okay.
I can
Cool.
respect someone who wants to hide from their demons.
All right. You enter the room, and Sid perks up and looks your way and says, "Did you guys run into any trouble?"
And I'm just gonna be like, no worse than anything. No, nothing that we couldn't handle. Just a beggar or two.
Oh, good. Okay. What the hell happened in there? Where have you guys been?
How long have we been gone?
And I'm gonna say, yes, Beckway, where have we been? Because I have no fucking clue where we were. Like, I don't know where we were, but, like,
It seems
Beckway might.
it seems that Sid could explain just as easily as I could. Or Sid wasn't there.
It
Was it?
doesn't know where you've been.
I want to.
It's fine.
Okay, fine. I want to say before I answer those questions, I want to know what Sid was doing at the Empire, or like what was he doing the whole time that we were like kidnapped? Why didn't he like did he look for us or?
That's what he's asking. He didn't know we were kidding.
Oh. Okay.
I imagine that he was looking for us, considering he was just like, wait, where the fuck were you?
Well,
So
Barn,
looking for us, yeah.
Barn told me you were snatched by scourgers. You don't normally come back from that. We don't know where they take you. But they're essentially the highest in the chain of command. So Udala couldn't do anything to stop them from taking you all. It was the most he could do to stop them from taking Barn because Barn's in the soul.
Isn't that just convenient?
Say, well, apparently the place that they take individuals that they capture is to some creepy experimental lab where they do all kinds of shit to you to make you different.
And as it turns out, none of us seemingly were able to emerge from that unscathed.
So you're all different then?
And I'm gonna say, different, but in a good way.
I'm sure that kind of power is going to come at a price. If it's Trent that we're talking about.
Wait, Trent took you? Trent Ickathon?
That's right.
Thought he was just a member of the Cerberus Assembly.
The what?
Remember the what?
The Cerberus Assembly is a widely known group of mages within the Empire.
Oh.
I'd call it
They have a large hand in the politics within the Empire. They're like advisors to the king.
I'm going to say, well, everybody has a hobby.
Why did the Scourgers take you to him?
That's what we all want to know.
Oh, that's beside the point. Why were you in the throne room with a dead king? Did you kill him? Or you said Balder killed him, right?
That's right.
I happened to get there just as it was happening.
I thought Balder
I
worked
don't
for
exactly
the
know
Empire.
how. I don't exactly know how we got there. We're in that lab, and then we took a teleportation imajigger. Wound up just in the castle.
I knew there were circles in the castle that the assembly uses them.
I'll say, yeah, 1 minute we're in a crazy murder lab, and then we step into a teleportation circuit to get out of it. Next thing we know, we're in a crazy murder castle where the king is getting decapitated, and poof, there you are.
Well, the king got decapitated. That's a net win on my book. Well, that's what we were there to do anyway, but it's concerning that Balder was the one to do it. Did they say anything else?
One of them in a mask called a Goliath who had the scalp of another person on top of his head, Wyatt. And then they mentioned that they were trying to release something called the Elder Evils, which I completely thought was a myth.
You said there was a Goliath with dreads named Wyatt?
Yes.
I've heard stories about that one. That's very odd that he'd be there, though.
And why exactly is that?
Because that's a man... If it's who I'm thinking, that's a man they call the Plank King. He's the one who leads all of the pirates in the Lucidian Ocean.
The Plank King, he must have incredible strength.
I was gonna make that joke too. You beat me to it.
You just broke me.
And I'm gonna say, maybe that's something we should look into eventually, but for now I think we should just be grateful that we got out of that castle with our lives without being blamed for the death of the king.
Barn is going to pipe up and say, you said they're going after the evils?
They said, yeah.
That's what they said.
That's what the one who broke into the soul was looking into.
Well, then is it safe to assume that the 4 individuals we crossed paths were the ones who broke into the lab?
Seems likely.
Then what's the plan now?
Well, there will no doubt be a statement within a day or two regarding the king's death, but I think it would be in our best interest to lay low until then.
That's fine by me.
Fair enough.
It's okay.
I'm very good at lying low. It's half my job, actually.
Yeah, it's probably for the best. We weren't 100. We didn't go 100% unnoticed in the castle, so.
Yeah, what's that mean?
There were a lot of guards.
Most of the guards that we saw were dead.
And we saw a lot of dead ones too, but we did end up having to kill quite a few to get through because those alarms were going off and they were starting to get reinforcements.
So,
I'd say that's not enough.
Question for the DM.
Yes.
So the guards saw them, and they had to kill a bunch of guards. But all the guards that we saw when we were into the castle were dead.
Yeah,
so
you all did not see any live guards.
Okay, but they did. Okay, so
what you can infer from what he's saying is that they were closer to the entrance.
Okay, so it's kind of assumed that because some guards saw them, that they would be the ones who were blamed for killing the king.
That is a logical inference you could make. You won't know until the statement is made.
Okay, then I'm gonna lie low away from them until that statement until that statement is released.
Okay. Do you guys have any plans for the rest of the night then, or did you want to go find somewhere to rest?
I would definitely like to find somewhere to rest up so that I can fill my belly. Because as far as I'm concerned, we're dragged to a mystery science lab. Then while we were KO'd, we woke up, we fought a monster, KO'd for another 8 hours, and then woke up, and then went into the castle, ran away, fought some shit in an alley, and now we're in a hideout. I'm fucking starving.
Fair enough.
So I need to go get something to eat and then rest.
The closest place that you know of is the inn from before the other place.
I'm gonna go to the other place if anyone's interested. I could certainly get a good meal and a pint.
Isn't that place still associated with Sid and all them though?
So the owner knows them, but there isn't like an outward connection.
Yeah.
Okay, I suppose I'll go there.
Arias doesn't say anything. He just kind of starts following.
He's still mad.
And Kiri, are you following along?
What?
Are you following them to the inn?
Yes, I am.
Okay. All right, you guys make your way down a couple blocks into the other place.
Cool.
It being night, that same older human man. I don't believe you guys caught his name last time, but he is
Nope.
behind the bar again.
Okay. Is it what time of night is it? Is it super late?
At this point, yeah, it's like 1 or 2.
Okay, so I'm not worried about talking to anyone. I'm just gonna go up to the bar and I'm just gonna be like, "Greetings, it's very good to see you again. I am starving to death. So I would very much like a and a pint of your strong ale to put me."
Welcome back. Haven't seen you lot for a while. Yeah, I can do that for you, no problem.
I sit down next to Khalil and ask for the strongest drink they got.
I'm gonna say, your drinks are on me.
Okay.
Oh, much appreciated. What's the occasion?
Ain't alive.
I'm gonna say, just the occasional flying cloud. That's, that sort of thing. Big deal.
Yeah, you cut out a little bit. The occasional what?
Just the occasional cloud of spinning blocks. No big deal.
I just kind of smile and accept the free drink.
You guys hear a snort coming from Darius's direction.
Really?
Darius will also just order. Yeah, just something hard and bitter.
Okay. So, a while goes by, and he brings quite a few different food dishes out. And how many are all of you drinking, or just the 3 of you?
I'm drinking, but I'm shaken up, and I'm not ready to eat just yet.
Okay. He brings a pint of some very dark-looking ale, and then a smaller glass of some clear liquor.
Darius goes for the ale.
And there's an assortment of
One of those
foods
for each.
on the table.
Assortment of what?
Different kinds of foods. Some of the dumplings, some quite a few different kinds of meats.
Okay.
How lavish did you go, Khalil?
Like 10 gold.
All right. He brings out a whole suckling pig,
Oh my gosh.
Meat
a
house.
dumpling, some boiled potatoes, and then a couple things that look a little questionable. You can try. It's up to you.
As long as it ain't horse meat, it's on my plate.
There is a plate that you recognize as something you really didn't like before.
Yeah, I'm not down for that shit.
Your mic is pretty hard.
I mean, yours kind of is too. I don't know if
That probably means it's his internet connection.
might be my connection.
Yeah,
Duncan's breaking up a lot for me too.
yeah, same.
Same here.
Shit. Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm pretty much just gonna take everything on a horse and drink enough to get up to be wasted, and then I'm gonna and that's it.
Yeah, Beckway, you also know to definitely avoid this one dish.
Okay. I will I'll pick at some potatoes or something.
Okay, there's like bread in this stuff. There's potato bread and some other stuff, and there's an assortment of like boiled vegetables.
Darius goes for the pig.
There you go.
Just goes for the pig. He's just like,
Get in on that spam purple.
sort of viciously ripping away at the meat. Just like seems focused on the food, not really thinking about anything else around.
Okay, while everyone's drunk and around me and I'm a little drunk, I decide to speak up and say, I'd prefer you all call me Freya from this point forward. I need to stop running from my past. I learned that this week.
Okay. I'll call you Freya from now on. No worries.
Darius is like midway through chewing the pig. He kind of stops. He looks over at Beckway, gives a nod, small nod, and then just goes back to eating the pig.
Khalil?
I'm sorry, I missed that. I was moving closer to.
Beckway has put forth that she would like to be called Freya from now on because she can't run from her past any longer.
Understood. No complaints here. If that's the case, then I guess you all should start calling me Khalil. Because as far as you guys are concerned, I introduced myself to you all as.
Oh, that's right, you did do that.
Oh, what?
Totally
You
forgot.
cut out for me.
He had introduced himself as Robin to you all.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh shoot!
It was just that.
Said you.
Yeah, it was just that I gave Nate my character name, and
Yeah, that was my mistake.
so when we like started the game, I was
fair, I don't-
just introduced to the group as Khalil
As, yeah.
as Rob.
To be fair, I don't think we've been doing too much like addressing on a first name basis.
Right.
So,
Yeah.
Yeah, the characters haven't really called each other much yet, so
yeah.
just know, as players now, there's no longer a Beckway, it is Freya, and Khalil, you actually know that's his name now.
Oh, okay. So I should call Khalil Robin.
No, you should call me Khalil. You should call me.
Nothing changes. Continue to call him Khalil.
Okay, I'm so confused.
Just call me Freya from now on.
Yeah,
Okay.
just call Beckway Freya. That's the
Yeah.
difference.
Okay, I'll do that. Don't worry.
Well, I made that about as confusing as possible.
Oh, that
No,
was on.
I'm like half asleep. Don't worry about it.
As Darius kind of finishes, he asks if rooms are available.
Of course, we opened up a little bit since you were here last, so I have more than enough for all of you.
For what? What's available?
Room.
I'll say, excellent. I'll take one. Then I'll like finish my drink, and I like finish the rest of my food. Throw the gold down on the table. Head up to the room by myself and lock.
All right.
Yeah, same.
Mhm.
How much gold is it?
I think Kalila is paying for all of it right now.
Yeah,
Oh,
Oh
oh yeah,
crap!
okay.
I already took the gold out.
Okay.
10 gold is
Mr.
more than
Mr.
what you got.
Mr. High Roller. Big baller African shot caller.
I mean, don't feel bad. He'll be fine.
Yeah, I kind of will.
That's what I'm saying, dude.
Okay. Is anyone going to do anything before you rest, or?
Yes, I would like to, like while I'm in my room by myself, I would like to take the crown and it, like, anything unique about it, like that would basically be like, oh yes, the crown from
Anything
the
that
king.
makes it like noticeable that this is the crown of?
Yeah.
Yeah. There is. It is inlaid with the crest of the Dwendalian Empire,
Mm-hmm.
and then the gems that adorn it are very, very high value, rare gems.
Okay.
So this would, to anyone with a discerning eye, this would be very noticeable.
Okay. Then yeah, I may have some use for it besides selling. So I'm going to put it back in my bag of holding and then just hide the bag of holding in the room like pretty well, and then
Okay.
go to sleep for the night.
Does anyone else want to do anything, or just sleep?
I'm gonna sleep.
I'm gonna sleep.
Darius, he's not really gonna do anything. He's gonna sleep, but just as he's laying on the bed, in his room, he takes out two halves of what would appear to be a crest or a symbol that is effectively a cross with like red jewels on the top, bottom, and middle, like 4 lightning bolts going on each quadrant. But you see he takes out 2 halves, and if you put it together, it looks like it's split down the middle, also resembling like a lightning bolt shape. And, just kind of stares at it for a second. It says, and he just like puts it away, and he just kind of has this sort of feeling of betrayal.
What did he say to it? Or you cut out?
He doesn't say anything. He just kind of just like does an audible like like scoffing kind of noise.
Okay. But none of us see that, right? Because we're all in our own rooms.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. So, as sleep takes you all, Darius, you are used to these kinds of dreams, but this one is a little different than normal.
Oh.
It starts with just darkness, and you can hear this rumbling, low thunder in the distance, and just a voice saying, "You cannot be torn, you must choose." And then you find yourself in a field, extremely large open field. And it looks like the sky is just torn in two. And if you look to your left, this huge rolling storm is starting to come in. Lightning arcing through the clouds. And if you look on your right, there's this very large mountain. and at the top, it's starting to light up, and smoke is starting to exhale from the top of the mountain, lighting up the sky with hues of oranges and reds. And as the storm goes closer, you can see a figure in it. A very large, muscular-looking figure, but made of clouds, just the silhouette. The lightning arcing through and shining to what almost look like eyes. And through the smoke on the other side, you see another figure. The heat from the mountain showing a silhouette of that one. Similar build, glowing red where might be eyes. And these two figures
Go ahead.
start to move closer and closer, with you right in the center. And right as they clash, there's an extremely loud crack of thunder. Lightning strikes the ground next to you, and you wake up.
Oh crap.
Presumably it's like middle of the night.
It's getting closer to morning, like the sun is just starting to peak.
Darius is like, he like takes his hands to his eyes, rubs them. He's like sweating. Darius, presumably he has an idea of the left.
He absolutely recognized
the left.
the one in the storms. Yeah.
The storms. Can he roll some? I guess would it be?
Yeah. Roll a religion check.
Okay. The other one is seemingly unfamiliar. That's a 12.
Through your travels with your master, he's told you tales of his village. And he hails from a village predominantly made of orcs, and they worship Cord, which is how he found you. But they have a nemesis in a larger group of orcs that worship, that give into their bloodline, worshiping Grumsh, the Ruiner. This figure reminds you of the tales you've heard of Grumsh.
Okay, Grumsh. I'm guessing I'm here. Figure that out later. Okay, so then, kind of with this in mind, Darius is like, but how in the hell would he have a hold on me? So if Darius were to get up this early, would I be taking any like negatives on a long rest at all, or like points of exhaustion or anything?
This wouldn't really constitute a long rest. You would basically get a short rest instead.
Okay, well then in that case, yeah, Darius is just gonna just wipe his face down. He's gonna try to just kick it off, and he's just gonna try to go back to bed.
The rest of your sleep will be restless because you'll be thinking, but you can have a long rest if you continue to rest.
Yeah, okay.
Even if sleep doesn't find you.
Okay. That's it.
But the morning comes, and you all awake within the other place.
Cool. So first things first, when I wake up, I'm going to pull out my bag of holding and stow all of my weapons and such in, change into clothes, so that I'm going to change into my fine clothes.
Okay.
I'm gonna wake up and cast armor.
Okay.
And then go get like breakfast or whatever.
I'm gonna wake up and also just get breakfast.
Okay. Freya and Akiri at a table getting breakfast. You want to do the same like coffee and buns that you did last time?
Yeah. and then also invite Akiri to go check on our horses together.
I'm down for that. I want to see my horse eat too.
Okay, Darius, what are you doing?
Alright, so he gets up.
You're groggy, like you don't feel like you got a good rest, but you got a long rest, like for the game.
For the game. Regardless of sort of how restless and tired that he still feels despite his sleep, Darius is just gonna he's just basically get up and he's gonna do like training regimens, just like workout, exercise. He's trying to get himself like physically prepared for the day.
Okay.
To do better.
There's a relatively large courtyard that the barkeep says that you can use. Just don't. The woman at the front just says don't bother any other patrons.
Okay, that's fine. Doing squats and pull-ups.
All right, you all are doing that. Khalil, what are you doing?
I'm gonna come down and just like I'm not really gonna eat any breakfast. I ate so much. I'm just going to, and then I'm going to let everybody know that I'm going to go and take care of some business, and then I'm going to head toward the bank.
All right.
Very fishy.
Does anyone have anything they want to say before he does that?
Add speed.
I think I'm already gone.
Okay. If you guys are all going to do that, I'm going to follow Khalil for a minute then.
Yeah, can we just assume that like me and Akiri are like taking care of our horses while he's doing this?
Yeah. Your horses, they've been taken care of. They've been fed this entire time. There is going to be a bill, though.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Yay.
It's like 20 gold each.
Not terrible, I guess.
But yeah, Khalil, you make your way to the bank.
Yes.
There's still a pretty solid. It's still relatively soon after the robbery, so there is still a relatively solid Crown's Guard presence.
Okay.
But
they are open.
Yeah, they are open now.
Okay. I would like to go up to the bank and then walk up to the teller there.
Okay, you do so.
And I'm going to say to her, "Good morning to you. I've finally finished the move that I'd been going through, and but I could use a bit more cash to get a few more things settled. So I would like to trade in some gold bars I was safe that was being transported for gold coin. Is that possible?"
Yes, sir. We do transactions here. I can help you with that.
All right.
May I see them?
I said, "Of course." And I'm going to like rummage through my bag, and then like I'm gonna act like it's take like 2 of the bars, and I'm gonna take one of the bars to store it.
You're kind of cutting in and out.
Oh, sorry. Can you hear me pretty well now?
Yeah, you were just
Okay.
like every other word you were like stopping.
Oh, sorry about that. I'm going to put one in my hand, and then as I'm putting my other hand in, out the slowly, I'm gonna cast distort value on the one that's in my hand to make it seem more valuable than it actually is. Twice as valuable.
Okay.
And then from there, I'm going to put them.
Make an intelligence check real fast.
An intelligence check. 19.
You've done kind of heists and things like this enough to know that gold bars are just set values.
Okay, that's fair. Then I won't do
So
that.
distorting, like making it look like a nicer gold bar is not going to change the...
Okay. Well, in that case, I'm just going to counter and then exchange them for gold coin.
All 4?
Yes.
Okay. Oh my. 4 here will be in exchange of 1,000 gold.
And I said, "Excellent. That's exactly what I was hoping." On another note, uh, since I have completed my move and have my own means of securing and storing my own, I would like to go and gather uh, the family heirloom that I had stored while just before, like a week ago. I would like to go and my family heirloom so that I take care of it and store it myself.
Very well, sir. Do you have the key with you?
I say, absolutely, it's on my person.
Very well. Ooh. I regret to inform you that this vault specifically was attacked some time ago. We would have to check to see whether or not your item was affected.
I'm gonna say,
We go look at the ledger presently.
I'm gonna say,
And she leaves
attack?
and goes.
So you mean the rumors of the bank being robbed? True.
Unfortunately, yes.
What? Could this happen?
And then she's going to walk down the to aisle a little bit to another one of the tellers and take a board with a sheet of paper on it and look.
Uh-huh.
And then she stops on a number and walks back. Well, sir, I regret to inform you that your box was one of the ones affected.
I'm gonna like, are you serious?
Unfortunately, yes, sir.
He says, well, how could you all let this happen? That was a priceless family heirloom. There's no replacing it.
Well, many of our guards lost their lives that night as well. But if you'd like, I can go request the bank manager and he can talk to you about it.
I said, yes, please. I would very much like.
Oh my
Very well,
gosh.
sir. And then she gets up and goes to the back.
How could this have happened?
All right, and I'm gonna sit there and wait for the manager. But like, can we like go to his office or something?
She's going to get him to come out to you.
Okay. Cool.
Give me 1 second.
All right.
The man comes out. You recognize as the same man you met before. Hello again, sir. I'm very sorry about these circumstances. We do have, of course, an insurance policy for missing items. There is the matter of a cursory magical check we must make. Do you consent to this?
A cursory magical check.
Yeah. He's asking permission to cast a spell on you.
Sure.
Okay. He is going to wave his hands and his eyes glow blue for a second.
Uh-huh.
And then they turn off. Very well. We can confirm that the item is not on your person. We have one more check we must do.
Okay.
Make a charisma save.
Charisma saving.
Boy.
What? Actually, hold on. I think
Okay. I rolled a 23.
I think if you're giving permission, it just works.
What works?
He's casting Zone of Truth on you,
Hold on.
and he asked for consent. Because he will know if it's not working.
It says on a failed save I can't lie.
Right. So you can try and resist it, but he's gonna know that it didn't work on you. Or you can choose to fail the save. It's up to you.
I'm just gonna let it not work on me.
Okay. Well, unfortunately, that was inconclusive. Without a fully successful magical test, we can only provide you with half of its worth.
I'm gonna say, ugh, I cannot believe this. Just because you can't cast a spell properly, I'm not compensated. Priceless in the heirloom family for over 200 years. But fine.
I will remind you, sir, that you consented to these tests and then resisted.
Fine. I'll take it. But I don't want to have to pay for my next installment of your safe.
It is also available that you could waive the fee for a number of months equivalent to this amount of money.
How much did we say it was worth?
3 gold.
No, my
Oh, it would have
arrow.
been worth 50, and then you did distort value to make it 100.
Okay,
So
I want to get better safe. And like how much is the highest grade?
The highest one is 10 gold a month.
Okay, I want to do that for.
You would be able to do 5 months with this.
That's fine. I'll do that then.
Very well, sir. We'll mark you down and move you over to the more protected saves.
I said, good. Next time, make sure your security is much better.
Yes, I'll tell the dead gentleman to do better.
If you had more guards than the guards.
As you can see, sir, we do have more guards. Is there anything else I can help you with?
No, and I just leave.
Savage.
All right, so you have a safe that is super magically guarded for 5 months, and you walked out with 1,000 gold.
Cool. I want to do something else, but I'll let everybody else go. Things.
Is there anything else anyone wants to do?
No, I'm good. I'm glad I got to see my horse, and I still have to take out my payment for that, don't I?
Yeah, what did I say, 20?
20.
Yeah.
Okay, I paid for it.
20 gold?
Mm-hmm.
I think I'm broke.
You shouldn't be. You should have over 100.
At least, yeah.
Oh, I forgot we got paid last time.
How effective was my training?
It's more upkeep. Because if you think about it, you fight for like 30 seconds at a time. That's not going to be enough to keep your. That's not a full cardio.
Yeah, let's go take on a dragon.
Yeah,
That'll be
totally.
a longer fight.
Does anyone else want to do anything, or can I jump back to Cleo?
You can, yeah.
Yeah,
I'm done.
Okay.
you're good.
Okay. I just want to find
Find a what?
an artificer to upgrade my arrow.
Okay.
Like, where is somewhere I can do that?
You can ask around, or you can make a intelligence check.
I will go and ask. What's his name? The guy at Hold on, let me get my notes. The guy at the blacksmith guy that we know that.
Oh,
hide
yeah.
out.
Wolfric.
I want to ask. Wolfric. I want to ask him if he knows where I can find an artifact.
Okay. Anyone? So Akiri, Beckway, and Khalil. Along your travels today, you've also noticed a series of postings on notice boards saying that tomorrow morning, Prince. I have his name here. Hold on.
Ali Ababa.
Prince Idis will be giving us an address to the people.
Is that the son of the king that died?
Yeah, that would be the son of King Gwendol.
Cool.
Noted.
Okay, so you make it back to Wolfric and say what?
I say, hello there, Wolfric. I had a question for you.
Aye, how can I help you?
And then I pull my arrow out of my. I have this magical arrow to be upgraded quite a bit. Do you know where I could find it?
And he takes a moment, kind of snorts out a little smoke. All of the magical enchanters I'm familiar with in the city work directly for the Empire under the umbrella of the Righteous Brand. But I am familiar with a man very talented in Zadash.
Dash?
In Zadash.
In Zadash, okay.
His name's Pumat Soul.
Hold on, let me go get my notebook so I can write that. So, Pumat Soul in Zadash.
In Zadash.
Zadash.
Place by the name of the Invulnerable Vagrant. Bit of a trek, but magic item merchants are far and few between. Most get snatched up by the Empire.
Okay. I will say, thank you for the information, and I think I'll actually go ahead and buy a few daggers from you, if you wouldn't mind.
Of course. Take your pick.
I want to buy 5 daggers.
Okay. So there's an assortment on the wall, similar to when Darius was looking. There's some very ornate-looking, fancy nobleman daggers. There's some just functional. There's some cooking knives, and then there's a series of throwing knives.
I would like to have 4 throwing ones and 1 bigger to use as an actual weapon.
Okay. All right, nice picks. I'll give them to you for 8 for the lot.
I'll say, excellent. Here's 10. Thank you for the information.
Much appreciated. Your group doesn't like to use the discount very much, I see. Not complaining.
You guys have a discount?
He's been giving you guys a discount for being friends with Sid and for working with the Toothy Grin.
Oh, and I gave him more.
You guys keep tipping him back to what the stuff would normally cost.
Oh, I was paying information.
Oh, fair enough. But yeah, that is taken care of. You have your 5 knives.
Cool.
And the day is yours. Is there anything else you guys want to do? Do you want to talk with Sid some more? Do you want to...
Yeah, I want to go inform Sid of the posts in case he didn't see.
Okay. You make your way to the workshop and come in right as Khalil is finishing up. You can make your way down into the base underneath the forge if you so choose.
Cool. I'm gonna do that, and as I want to rearm since all my stuff was in my bag of holding, just with my weapon.
You want to what?
I want to rearm myself with my weapon.
Okay. But yeah, you guys make your way down, and Sid and Cass are down there.
Have you been keeping up with the news, Sid?
Well, I heard about our good prince's address tomorrow morning, but besides that, just general chaos about the attack. Everyone's speculating, but no one knows.
That's all I've heard as well.
I was gonna have Celia go watch the address tomorrow morning. She's the least conspicuous of us. And her status as a student allows her access that some of us can't get to.
Her status as a student?
Yeah.
Does she have some sort of like document to prove that she's a student?
It's underneath like a cloak, but her robes have a symbol of the Solstice Academy on them.
Okay. I would like to go with her to see the address for myself. But
Okay.
but for the address, I'm just going to use disguise self to make it look like I'm also a student to get in.
Okay. The notice did say that it's public. Anyone and everyone who can attend should.
Oh,
It's just
okay.
that she is less likely to be like singled out because of her status.
Well, I'm pretty like I wouldn't be singled out either, because when we were in the bank, I disguised myself.
Right. Yeah. So take whatever precautions you all feel are necessary.
Okay.
Okay. Cool. Yeah, I'm gonna go to the tomorrow as like probably I'm probably just gonna put on my fine clothes again.
Are animals allowed at the event?
These types of addresses are normally standing room only, but no one can tell birds to stay away.
She can't be a bird.
He's just talking.
Fair. Cause like, I was thinking about going as a dog.
Dogs are common enough.
Cool. That way I'll be a hidden. I could be a mastiff, like a small version of a mastiff.
A dog?
Yeah, like isn't that like it's a type of dog, right?
Yeah, just a small version of a mastiff is a dog.
Yeah. Sorry.
He's going to focus on Freya for a minute.
Who, Sid?
Yeah.
Okay.
I saw your reaction when you all mentioned Balder yesterday. What's your relationship?
Oh, just that he killed my family.
Well, that's certainly a relationship. Where are you from?
I know this.
Allfield.
Huh?
It's called Allfield.
Allfield.
You see his eyes just go wide.
Why that reaction?
Because I was there when he did it.
My eyes narrow and I look at him and I say, "What do you mean you were there when he did it?"
That's how I got this. And he points to his arm.
What was it about Sid's arm again?
His arm is completely made of metal. It's essentially like a robot arm.
Oh, okay, right. I totally forgot about that.
Because it's specifically it's a Warforged's arm attached to his. Growing up, this is a bit of a story. Are you okay with a long one.
Mm.
I'm eager to hear this story.
Well, growing up, I was always dazzled by tales of heroes in far-off places, especially those of Vox Machina fighting the evils of the Whispered One to save the lands of Exandria. And all I wanted to do was grow up to be just as much of a hero as they were. So I did what any good young Empire boy does, and I joined the Righteous Brand, trying to find my way. Well, about 2 years ago, I was assigned with my unit to escort a man named Balder to Allfield to settle a dispute between the citizens of the town and a roving band of orcs in the area. Seemed simple enough until we got there, and Balder single-handedly just murdered both the town and the orc band. I made the mistake of speaking up and voicing my displeasure with this act, and he, before even looking at me, called me a traitor and sliced my arm off, leaving me on the ground to bleed out and die.
Well,
That's
you
quite a
didn't.
bit of bad luck there.
Seriously.
What did you say, Freya?
It seems you didn't die. How did you get out of there?
No, thankfully, I was able to cauterize the arm off of some smoldering wreckage of a house, and I made my way to town, just begging for scraps. Eventually, I made my way to Hupperduke. I'm not sure if any of you are familiar with it. It's a gnomish town, very on the brink of the edge of technology. Most of our advancements come from there. I met a friend, and he hooked me up with this arm. And
We seem to have a lot
introduced
of
me to the
coincidences in our past. What was the name of the person who gave you this arm?
just a halfling named Brahm.
I'd never heard of him. So you can go on.
But soon after, I decided I was done with this empire, joined the Grinners. They deemed me too extreme, and I came here and formed my own group.
So in a sense, Baldur is the reason that you've turned against the Empire.
Yeah, you could say that. To me, he's a symptom of a larger problem, but he's a strong symptom.
Couldn't agree with you more.
He has seemed to have done my job for me yesterday. So.
Why do you think he suddenly went against the Empire?
Well, he was always. I mean, I've only met him the one time, but he was always barely hanging on to any semblance of sanity. But I'm not entirely sure what caused him to switch sides. I am concerned about all this elder evil business, though.
To deal with those wings of his.
I hadn't seen wings.
They're a new addition.
And hard to miss.
He didn't have them when I saw him. Maybe he didn't need them.
I
Wait,
suppose
is he-
there's one more mystery to unravel.
Is he referencing last time you saw him at the castle, or did they disappear before he saw
He
him?
didn't see him at the castle. The last time that Sid has seen Balder was at the massacre of Allfield.
Okay. So should I ask the group if we should fill Sid in on not like us seeing, the
We already told him that, I think.
Yeah, we already told him.
You're all
Did we
going to
mention
this.
Did we mention the Zalicus to him? And that's why he
Oh,
has wings.
shit.
Oh no, you have not mentioned that to Sid yet.
Okay, I'll fill him in on why Baldur now has wings.
Okay, yeah, do that.
Zalicus. That's a familiar name. I've definitely heard the stories. He mentioned that before, but I wrote it off. Zalicus is, from everything I've heard, is a story they tell around in the Savalierwood.
Well, from what we saw, I doubt it's just a story now.
When I knew him, he mentioned being the heir to her will. But all the stories I've heard of Zalicus is she's relatively benevolent. So, not entirely sure how that works.
Well, now she's relatively dead, so I guess that doesn't matter.
How do you figure that one?
Oh, you know, the
Sure.
fact that we found her charred corpse in the lab that we had escaped.
That's concerning. Zalicus is rumored to be a solar. That's high-level celestial.
What exactly? I
Anything
would
that
say,
could do
what
that.
exactly is a solar? Is that
It's
something?
supposedly some kind of powerful angel, but so anything that could do that to one of those, it's not something I want to get on the wrong side of. But Zalicus also was rumored to have been heavily injured in the calamity, so maybe it wasn't as hard as it used to be.
Well, that'll do it.
Then how? What's the plan now? Just until address tomorrow.
Yeah, Cass is gonna go watch the address. It's still far too soon for us to make any moves with this much heat out there.
Definitely.
I'm sure Idis has got some wonderful words planned for all of the people.
For who?
He's just said he's got some words planned for the. So, did you guys have anything else you want to do, or do you want to kind of like skip to that? We can end on the address tonight.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds good.
Sounds good.
Before I do that, I want to find. So I have a question for the DM.
Yeah.
When I put things in my bag of holding, they to be in another location, right?
Yeah. So that first spell he did on you was a locate object spell, and it didn't work because it was in a different dimension.
Okay, cool. I was just trying to decide whether or not I needed to bury the crown somewhere. There, use like locating.
It's not. I'm not gonna say it's impossible to find, but it is harder in there.
Okay. Well, in that case, I think that the night before we go to the address, I would like to take my bag of holding, hide it like in the floorboard something of the inn that I'm staying at.
Okay.
And then I want to like just keep like half my gold with me as well as my weapon, and I want to like dress like normal, and I'll go to the address.
Okay.
Sorry, the dress is the same day, or do we go back and it's the next
So
day?
you would do another rest, and it's going to be the next morning. But I'm just going to kind of brush over that.
Okay, I just want to make sure that when I wake up the next morning, I cast mage armor.
Okay. Remembered.
Does Does Wolfric have a light hammer?
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, we don't even need to roleplay. Just buy a light hammer.
Yeah, give me one. I'll let you know. We can manage that after.
Dun-dun-dun.
Oh, it's really cheap. It's gonna cost you 1 silver.
Okay.
Wait, this is from the blacksmith at the
Right.
You can upgrade weapons that you have?
Um,
So
Like,
I'm
what
I don't know.
Darius is doing is he's buying a regular weapon. So you can
Okay.
buy whatever kind of weapon you want. There is like you can buy whatever regular weapons and armors you want. And
But I can't equip armor, right?
you are not proficient in armor, no. But if there's any other kind of weapons that you are proficient in that you would like to get, he would be the guy to talk to. Otherwise, you'll find throughout the game as you go.
Can you give me like a better crossbow or something like that?
Light crossbow that you have is the only one you're proficient in.
Okay, never mind then.
It's most
If
like
you're-
the
if you're
weapon,
not-
the
if you're
regular
not
non.
Sorry, you say it.
The regular non-magical weapons are essentially like the same across the board. Like it's just a type of weapon. Like a dagger is a dagger is a dagger is a dagger, or crossbow is a crossbow. There's just other types.
Stove is a
Yeah.
stove, no matter where you go.
And with armor, if you're not proficient in it, you can't wear it. But when it comes to weapons, it just proficiency.
Yeah, you can use weapons you're not proficient in. They're just it'll be harder for you to hit with them.
Yeah, like
I'm
if you
fine
wanted a heavy.
Yeah. Okay. So we'll jump forward in time a little bit. In the morning, you meet up with Cassilia outside of the workshop and walk towards where the address is being held. There's a pretty large crowd. Everyone wants to know what that happened the other night. And so there's like it's like a wooden, or not wooden, I'm sorry. There's like a stone walkway that the prince can come out to address more people at once. And there is a very heavy guard presence, you notice. But time goes by, and a relatively muscular human, or he's wearing very fine clothes with a nice-looking robe similar to the one his father was wearing over, but you can see kind of peeking through that his build is pretty muscular, especially for a noble. But he walks to the stage with confidence and begins addressing the crowd. It is with a heavy heart that I speak with you all today. My father, King Bertrand Dwendal, has been assassinated by members of an extremist group known as the Toothy Grin. These terrorists would have you believe that they fight for you, against tyranny. These are lies. This group of traitors are nothing more than pawns under the thumb of the Kryn dynasty, with no other purpose than to sow panic and discord among us. My friends, it is with a solemn duty that I step in to fill the void my father has left behind. Like you all, I mourn his passing, and as a first act, he raises his arm, and 2 lines of soldiers, all in the same military uniform, step up behind him. I'm charging my Kriegsgalder with finding these treasonous radicals and summarily executing them. The soldiers all pull daggers from their belt and throw them in various directions and disappear.
Oh shit.
We will
Those are
show
enclaves.
the Kreen and all of Exandria that the Dwendalian Empire will not bend and it will not bow, and our might is just and eternal. And then the crowd just starts going wild. He turns, he waves, and then he turns back and walks back in.
This is how
And
liberty dies.
that's where we're gonna end it tonight.
Applause.
Cool.
Damn.
Whoa. That was a twist.
Y'all made me write a speech.
Deserves claps.
No, are you saying this guy's Rufus? No. Dude, that song got in my head so hard when I was playing 7.
Oh my god. The song worked though, so.
Man,
Fun.
there's a song from 7 that I really wanted to play when Baldur was about to kill the king, but I can't because copyright.
I know. We'll find music though. There's like a lot of places. And I'm still writing and stuff. So
Cons of Wutai.
Yeah, you guys getting paid off by the Kryn Dynasty. Look at you.
yeah.
Yep. Look at us.
Rolling in the galleons.
Public enemy number 1.
5-4 set free and I got none.
Darius needs to invest in a wig now.
Oh wait, I'll meet
So
him.
essentially, that was his ascension speech, and his first act as king is to have these guys come sentence you all to death.
The fucking king's
Well,
voice.
crap.
If they can catch me.
Cass, obviously, at the mention of the toothy grin, became very, very nervous.
Right.
And is very frantic to get back to Sid.
Crap.
But we'll
we're-
pick that up next week.
Okay. Well, we're fucked.
Hey,
Anyway, thank you all for tuning in to stream tonight. It was fun. I'm sorry I wasn't that chatty, but we had a really good campaign. And I hope you guys all have a good night. And here's the ending thingy. And now we go bye-bye.